All right. We are here. My hair, I didn't put product in my hair this time, so the wind be blowing. So let's turn that off. Need the light though. There we go. Okay, okay. What up, Cookie Ninja? Trevor? Ooh, Trevor. Long time no see. Or like in reverse. In reverse. I've been AFK. Hope you're doing well. Twan or 2N. Happy birthday. Shout outs to you. Is my mic working? My mic is working. Okay. Okay, so what's it called? New chapter. Welcome to the knockup stream. It feels for me, it feels like an eternity. Um Happy belated birthday, Trevor. For me, it feels like an eternity because I wanted to get a video out before Anime NYC, and since Anime NYC, I've been busy. I last stream my voice was gone because I was sick. Then Anime NYC happened, and I lost my voice because of celebrating. Celebrating. I pronounce that weird. I don't know why. Which you guys might have seen some of the hubbub on Twitter. A lot of people were posting videos from the event that I threw, but there will be an edit coming for that. I don't know why I'm tapping on the table. I apologize. There's gonna be an edit. I want those One Piece parties to gatherings, banquets to become a regular thing. Um, and we'll gonna edit that video um soon. We have the I did make a post over the break about the 100K celebration stream, which I haven't opened it, but I do have the box, the YouTube box that has the thing in it. You know what I'm talking about? It has a thing. I also got the gift the mods got me. Also haven't opened it, so we will do that on the 100K stream. I just need time to schedule that, because I didn't have time after Anime NYC because Anime NYC happened, and then my best friend got married, and that whole my wife was a bridesmaid. I tweeted about that. I was super busy. Also got sick. Also lost my voice. I did record a video, a short. I recorded a short video while my voice is gone. So, and I tried my best to like mask it, but it sounds terrible. I'll post that video soon. Um, Before I left, I was working on a video regarding um my Joy Boy Records video, my theory, like the whole like if you guys don't remember, it was this video. Let me pull it up. Let me just pull it up. Vision YouTube. Oh, it's right there. Oops. Let's do this. Let's do this. Uh-oh. Oh no. My computer's lagging. Why is it lagging? It was I was working on a video. I lost my momentum on it because of all these breaks. But it's basically done. I just gotta like not basically done. That's not true. I have to do the editing part, but before I left, I did the scripting and recording part. This video, the Joy Boy record discovered. We had talked about this a lot at the beginning of Egghead, and then the last like two chapters, it was like, yo, this is like real. So there's a chance that this chapter elevates it, in which case then I'd have to change the script. But that being said, um um that being said, I'm happy to say that oh wait, no. Oh no. If I have to re-record, I have to re-record the whole thing then because my voice is different now. Um Sorry. My voice is still recovering. It's a lot better. I mentioned I had a wedding some of you guys may have noticed I live streamed all of the events for my friends on my on my third channel, my information science channel. They just needed a YouTube channel that was eligible to stream, so I was like, all right, I'm not gonna do it on my ParVision channel. I'll do it on my like other channel. Oh, ironically, it's this one. This the one that I'm pulled up on right now. And if you guys watch those live streams, then you would know that I also had a cameo appearance as ParVision because I wrote a script for one of the dance like stories, which if you guys have been to a brown wedding, you might be familiar with. If you're not, it's a long thing to explain. It's kind of like a Bollywood thing, but like, you know, not Bollywood, whatever. The point is, cool stuff. Oh, wait, that's not what I want to pull up. Nope. Hold on. My channel. There we go. Yeah, this one right here. All these, I live streamed them. In this one, I had the cameo. Fun times. That'll be happening. Oh yeah, this is the video right here. But yeah. So no, this is all lead up to say that video about the Joy Boy record thing, that thing not is delayed. I'm gonna finish it tomorrow, but today, hopefully by tonight, I'm going to put out like a very quick, in-depth video about the Frankie Queen stuff that's been popping out. About Queen being Frankie's dad and that being like what the Beaver card said. I'm literally staring at my script right now. 6 pages, single spaced. I just gotta record. I stayed up all night just like hammering it out. It is super in depth of my thoughts. If you guys had seen the tweets that I put out, I think you guys can generally guess where I'm at with the whole Beaver card confirmation about Frankie's parents. If you guys are confused, go check out on Twitter. I don't want to get into it right now because my thoughts are in depth. I disagree heavily. Not saying it's impossible, but I do disagree with the notion that Queen is Frankie's dad based off the Beaver card. That is just, there's so many things that are plausible outside of that. That being said, the one thing I am debating about this video is I could make it longer if I want to add my Frankie origin theory video to this, which is an old one that I just like shelved and I never posted, but I could just stick it on to the end of this one, or I could make it a separate small video, a separate medium video. But that being said, we are that's a lot of the updates. We're good for the most part. We sent out notifications. We're back. We're back in full stride. It seems like I want to get the stream going, so we're gonna get the knock-up stream going at 11:25. Get into this new chapter. Thank you guys for joining me on the knock-up stream. I'm gonna be. It makes it easier if I start the timestamp for the stream at like the chapter reading now. So 11:25 is the chapter. The timestamp for it will be updated to 11:25. It already is, I think. So should be good. I started the time because I'm confident in myself, in my reading ability. So we'll get started here. Brandon King, no, not StarVision. It was on ParVision. So technically my 4th eligible account, but yeah. So that being said, let's get into chapter 11:25. There should be a video tonight and tomorrow. Let's see what this chapter does to those scripts. I don't think it affects the Frankie one, but it might affect the other one, the Joy Boy Records one. But okay. What constitutes death? Okay. Okay. That's a hefty, that's interesting. Okay. Let's see what this is about. Oni Child Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage Volume 13. Odin's castle to be rebuilt, but Minamoto, the carpenter, is missing? What does that mean? Why is he missing? Who took this guy? Mina, why? Where would he go? He's like what's it called? The Nurse Joy, Officer Jenny of One Piece, where he's just like there's multiples of him on islands, right? Like that's this guy, right? Why is he missing? What happened? Did Kaido steal him and he's rebuilding Onigashima on the sea floor? Or is he a Blackbeard pirate? No, I don't know. Imagine like Blackbeard stole him to make Onigashima 2.0 on Pirate Island. That'd be crazy. Um, is there anything to pull from this? Yamato. Oh, is Yamato gonna have a stone masonry arc? Because that would be cool. Considering Odin also had that in his backstory. He had a his Sukiyaki threw him out, abandoned him, and in that time, I think it was like he flooded a village because he rerouted a river, and as punishment, he was put in prison at like 5 years old, and prison meant hard labor, which meant he had to come out of meritocracy or something. And then Sukiyaki's guide person was just like, yo, your son is cracked at stone masonry, that's that Kozuki blood in him. And then his dad was just like, ugh, what a weird, not weirdo, but like, I don't know, he said something crazy. I forgot. I think it's like chapter 963-ish, 962-ish or something like that. But yeah, very interesting backstory. It'd be funny if Yamato had a parallel there. Um, Shout outs to that. I don't see anything crazy otherwise. Let's get to Oda's notes. I'm so thankful for the very. Oh wait, I could be reading right here. I'm so thankful for. Ooh, my bad, my bad, my bad. Um, I'm so thankful for the various events in celebration of One Piece Day, especially the One Piece emotion exhibit. What was the One Piece emotion exhibit? Did I miss this? That'd be interesting. It made me more motivated than ever. I have no idea what that is. If someone wants to send me that on Discord, feel free. We're gonna keep it moving because we are on the clock. According to the poll, it's 69% believe I'll go over 46 minutes, 14% under 45, and only 17% think that I will hit that perfect minute in between 45 46. So let's see. What's next for the Marines still left standing? Load the Seraphim as soon as they're charged. As for the weaponized sea beasts and Mark III pacifistas. Okay. Oh, Rob Lucci. Kaku. Where's Stussy? Killed in action. What? Yeah, okay. Nah, she's not killed. That's dumb. I mean, that's not that it's dumb. I'm more so, you can't fool me, Lucci. I have the omniscient reader perspective. These foolish cipher. Wait, no, the cipher poll agents. Nah, they didn't get the omniscient reader perspective. But yeah, I mean, Kaku was with Stussy, told her to run. Kaku's freed. Lucci was too harmed. Like, if Stussy put up resistance, all she'd... Like, the thing is, right? Like, they were fighting. And Stussy got the drop on them when they were healthy. You're telling me post Zoro Lucci and sad Kaku would get the jump on Stussy? I guess Stussy did get stabbed by Lucci, but it doesn't count. All I'm saying is that the lick that Stussy got, the chomp, that's some powerful plot device. The good old... This is a family friendly stream. Thank you for tuning into the knockup stream. I'm expecting uh the positive utmost upheld strict behavior from the community. That being said, uh we do know that Stussy as Buckingham had a child um with Whitebeard, allegedly. Um Whitebeard seemingly had a fetish for leopard print. Stussy Buckingham wore leopard print. And oh, Lucci happens to be part leopard. Crazy. Crazy. I mean, the connections don't just wild. We didn't have to go there, but we did. That's how families are made. Anyways, uh okay, so they're just trying to say that Stussy's dead. We obtained everything we set out for. With York Punk Records and the power station in hand, we have secured access to the eternal Mother Flame. The result would have been more than adequate. But we had one critical hiccup. The message, right? Or is it like Luffy? We're terribly sorry, sir. It is a disgrace that we failed to capture... Oh, and the Straw Hat Crew. Okay. Even with our Grand Buster Call fleet, the 9 of us couldn't get the job done. Damn. Vice Admiral's taking it on the chin with that one. It, like... Oh, and Cincinnati's taking it on all of his chins. For sure. 9 Vice Admirals couldn't stop the Straw Hat Crew. Who could have thought? Who could have thought? Please give us leave to pursue them to Elbaf. No, stop. Let's not do that. No, forget Elbaf. Damn. Like, this is like, imagine he was writing, Saturn was writing the book. No, forget Elbaf. We don't have time in the last saga. We just have to get to Laugh Tale. How much longer do you want One Piece to be if we go to Elbaf? Honestly, like, even if you sent the 9 Vice Admirals to Elbaf, the most that they would stretch out the chapter, the chapters is like 1 panel each, maybe. That's like half a chapter. Even less. Like, can the Vice Admirals fight the Giants? Like, no. I don't know, whatever. We don't have to talk about that. So the failure to which I refer is far more dire. Allowing Vegapunk's message to play was an unexpected disaster. This guy, like, this unexpected coming from him is just like a... I'm not trying to use the word trigger lightly, but like, it just switches something in my head, bro. This guy... unexpected. What else was unexpected? Was Kuma unexpected? Was Vegapunk pulling a fast one unexpected? Like, there's so much. Like, was Bonnie oh my god, this guy, bro, this guy. Not to mention that Iron Giant surfacing to aid in the pirates' escape. It's ironic, really. Haha, ironic. Iron Giant. Haha. Roughly, flashback. Roughly 200 years ago. But Saint Saturn... Oh, shit. Wait, this is actually kind of big. This is Saint Saturn 200 years ago in the same state as he is right now. So, like, not immortality, but perpetual youth of some sort. I mean, not, like... Age is just the number in this scope, right? Like, perpetual youth, like, he could be 3, like, what age is he frozen at, right? Like, that's what I'm... Perpetual elderness. You get what I mean? That's interesting. We get that. That's a slight confirmation. This leads to, hey, he could be from the Void Century or born around then, or some notion of that, okay? But Saint Saturn, we've already received the orders to scrap it. I will take responsibility should this be uncovered. Oh, wait. Should this be uncovered now? Do as I bid and study it thoroughly? So so that solves me and so me and Sai had been talking about this for a long time. Like, this is crazy. So Saturn ordered against against someone else's orders, and I'm assuming these are the scientists, because in what, chapter 1067, 1066, around there, 1067 probably, it said that they received an order to scrap it, but it was Saturn, the godhead of science defense, who wanted it to be studied. This is the future. I'm certain it will ultimately prove to be a great asset to our military strength. Interesting. This is the... Okay, so we get that he's there 200 years ago. We get that he's there, but he seems disconnected from the origins of this robot. This is the future. If he knew Emmett's origins, then he would say this is the ancient kingdom. He's also secretly wait, then in a way he was also studying the Void Sentry too? Wouldn't that be like the takeaway here? Because if the order was to scrap it, that's kind of like the poneglyphs. This is the ancient kingdom, and he's like, this is the... It's kind of like Vegapunk wanting to study Emmett to see the secrets of the past to reach into the future. Saturn kind of did that too, but like the question is, did he know where Emmett was from? That's kind of random too. It's like, you would think that if he was this old, he would know a little bit more, but... Okay. Thank you for the opportunity. It would have been a shame to junk such an exciting specimen. Okay, and then here's the sign. Is that Koreha? No, we saw young Koreha. I don't know. I just saw a girl scientist, and I was just like, yo, that's Koreha. Yo, imagine... Like, is this Vegapunk's dad? Like, this kind of looks like Vegapunk. This could be Vegapunk's dad, and... Wait a second. We know this guy. Wait a second. Wait a second. I literally... Because the Frankie video, I was just... Hold on. Hold your horses. We know this guy. This guy! He's right here. You can't trick me. He's right there. Do you guys see this? Wait, hold on. This guy. You see that? Wait a second. And then that guy. Oh, he's not the same. Never mind. It's like close. Hold on. Wait, where can I see it? It's kind of hard to see with the red filter. There's that guy, and then there's that guy. It's just like the same guy with a little bit of hair. All I'm saying, this guy was on mats. And then where would this guy be? Oh, wait, 200 years of difference? Never mind. Who knows? Who knows? The 200 years definitely throws a wrench in there. Grea's only 100. Yeah. See, I forgot about the 200 years. I'm not going to lie. I was just looking at visuals. I forgot the timeline. Also, it doesn't help that he looks the same. And so my brain just kind of like assumed that these guys would be the same. But yeah, that's not how that works. Or it shouldn't be how it works. Anyways, it remained dormant for 200 years, and yet it clearly moved to protect Straw Hat Luffy. Okay, so this is current time. Okay. Yeah, so he doesn't know its origin. This is weird. This is interesting. Wait, because then also that means that he hid this from the world government and moved it to Egghead? Like, he was the one who did that. Which would mean that, like, Vegapunk moving to Egghead, I guess, was Saturn's directive, because Saturn wanted Vegapunk to research the... Right? Because he's asking these scientists for 200 years ago to study it. He gets Vegapunk much later and would make sense like, hey, you study this too. I feel like that has to be like something that we build off on, right? Interesting. A little confusing in this, not that I'm confused about what I read, more confused about like where it's going. Such an inch, because like, yeah, doesn't it mean Saturn's a traitor? The heck? And he doesn't know shit. Huh. Saint Saturn, as a humble and loyal soldier of the government, I've one question weighing on my mind. You said allowing Vegapunk's message to get out was a failure. Does that imply there was some truth behind his remarks? What a did he just slap him? Vice Admiral Doberman? Wait, what just happened? Did he just punch his face in? That's crazy. I mean, it's not crazy given what he said. This is like, whoa. We need a we need a medic. Slap one of them awake, Vice Admiral. Damn. So he said that, and to martyr, not martyr, but like to make an example out of him. He's punched his face in. And then now they needed to do medic stuff. Okay. Puff, 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 puff. Huh? What's happening? Okay, so we're back on Punk Records. Or back on Labo phase. York. Inside the lab. Sky clouds. Not good. They aren't stopping. Why is the cloud factory going haywire? It must be Edison that did. Oh, nice. This is the thing that like I was saying to when we were talking about when Vegapunk sent that message and he was saying the cloud thing would be important. That was honestly a huge thing for that video, but also the question was, what was Edison doing at the very end? And I remember like the idea was like Smoker, like maybe that box was the thing that Smoker was taken away and various other things. I think Sai had brought that up. I had a few ideas, but it seems like Edison sabotaged something. He couldn't just roll over and die in the Fabrio stratum, could he? Stratum? Heh. Bingo. Wait, what the what the heck? Who is this? So York shoots at somebody here. Damn it, I've been played? He's taken Punk Records? He, like, as in Edison? Wait, how did Edison get back up? Wasn't Edison down here? And she's shooting here? And wait, she's in the lab. Sky clouds are taking over. Damn it, I've been played? He's taken Punk Record? Oh! Wait. Rumble. This is the top part of Punk Records being lifted by clouds. Okay, God. All right. Okay. All right, guys. You gotta. Okay. This video from 2 years ago. Guys, go watch this. Oh my. If you guys have already seen it, you guys know You guys know this has been like I use the same thumbnail on all my like collab streams. This video, Joy Boy Records, discovered the history of everything. Just this video and these two videos. Like just watch these two videos. That's crazy. Not even in my wildest dreams that I think that like something so on the nose would happen. You're telling me punk records, so the brain is being lifted away by the clouds into the sky. All right. All right, just wait. Just wait for the video tomorrow. Um that's crazy. That's crazy. It again, like I don't want to get into it because it's like it's that I just have to explain the whole theory again. Go watch that if you guys have remember that video. I think Joy Boy Theory shouted out a few times, but I think Dax as well. But if you guys remember the video, you guys know why. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Huh. Wait, but like okay. Edison didn't die. He's up there. Okay. And he's just floating away. Sure. Fine. That's interesting. Cool. So it's like it's not unmanned. So now it's York, Edison, and Lilith. Edison, like Edison's a cool one to keep, considering he's like the inventor one. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. So now it's just the Mother Flame and York that they have. They don't have punk records. Now it'll be interesting to see what this means for York and Lilith. If it just like flies into the sky. Okay. The Holy Land of Merdra. So we jump that, you know, I saw that. So then obviously want to address this thing. Okay. My brain is racing. I'm sorry now. Now I'm scattered brain because again, I just explained I have an entire video that like is contingent on this detail. Okay. Holy Land of Merdra. What do you mean? That dimwit Alright, who's saying dimwit? Can we okay, it's Lesser Dragon. That dimwit vagabond can't be telling the truth. What is Akainu doing? He still hasn't done anything about Kuma's escape. Besides, the world sinking doesn't affect us. That's a crazy mustache. Dude has pubes on his face. That's wild. That's wild. Sorry, this is a family-friendly stream. I meant broccoli. What is these scraps? What is with these scraps? You buffoon of a chef, I ordered beef. Why did you serve me fish? I'm so terribly sorry, your worship. Our stocks have dwindled. This is actually huge. This is actually huge. You guys don't understand how huge that is. Hold on. This video. Breaking down the hollow red line. The Kong video. This video, I literally said that to supplement their food shortage, they will probably serve fish. Which wouldn't necessarily make sense because of how far they are from the ocean. But if you watch that video, I explain why they have a lot of fish up there. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh my god, that's so wild. Our stocks have dwindled. This is unheard of. Bang! Flop. You know, also it's a thing of note. Like they don't like eating fish. Why did you serve me fish? It could just be that he wanted beef and he was like, I would be upset too. If I ordered beef and someone gave me salmon, I'd be fighting. I don't like seafood in the first place. But that's a whole separate thing that I talk about in the 50/50. That being said, This doesn't necessarily mean that they don't like eating fish. It just you wanted beef. This food issue has gone too far. I not only missed a meal yesterday, I wasn't allowed any snacks. Unacceptable. Treated like a common street rat. Is there a famine? Will we starve? Ah, taste of your own medicine. Yo, why is this is this the Cat in the Hat? Oda be drawing these characters like they're from Dr. Seuss. That's crazy. Oh shoot. Leonardo, I did not notice that. He just killed a 5-star. I always miss this kind of thing. Bang, flop. Yeah, he shot the guy. This is the same thing that happened to I forgot who it was. Was it Clap D Cheeks? It was the same thing that happened to Kuma's dad. It was like shot, and then I went back, I was like, oh, he died. That's crazy. That must be that my object permanence lacking there. I just like, oh, off screen, he must be alive. Anyways, we must sentience. Oh, we must. That's dyslexia crazy. We must sentence whoever's responsible to death. No, that's not enough. The negligent scum responsible should be tortured for their mismanagement. I mean, are these guys crazy? Did they not? They have to have short-term memory loss, brain, the room temperature IQ, goldfish brain, because like, were they not present a week ago when their entire land was raided by Sabo? Can they not read? What do you mean whoever's responsible? You guys know it's Sabo, right? Or are they that dumb? We must set it. I hope you guys sentence Sabo to death. Imagine that. If Sabo walked in brazenly, no mask, openly, the Revs have destroyed your foods and burned it down. It's posted in the newspaper. And they're like, who did it? There's a lot of burn marks, but it surely isn't the Emperor Flame that they are mentioning that burned down our food stocks, is it? That'd be like if Fisher Tiger raided Merijois, and then they were just like, there was only one guy who showed up, and it's posted in the newspaper. It surely isn't Fisher Tiger. That's crazy. That's crazy. We must sentence whoever's responsible to death. Like, yeah. They were there. I guess they want to torture them, which is, if they're truly, unless like if I'm dumb, like if they're not talking about like the Revs and Sabo here, then like I'm thinking that Sabo gets tortured eventually, right? Like that would be the case, which is kind of like a good thing because then he was not like immediately killed. At least, I mean, torture is worse than death. Guys, like at least it set up like a rescue arc. I guess I don't know. The point is, Celestial Dragon Brain. The Celestial Dragon Brain feels like Twitter brain rot. You just get dumber if you read it and dwindle on it. Ooh, I see. Alright. Okay. Alright. I don't want to give the Shanks tax of like getting like like if I saw like Shanks's hand or like lack thereof like on a panel, I'm getting excited. You know what I mean? If I see Shanks's cape, if I see the back of that dude's head, if I see like anything, if I read Divine Departure, it's like, ooh, Shanks. You know what I mean? Like we see the Red Forest, ooh, Elbaf, ooh. Anything associated with Shanks gets that like, the glaze, you know what I mean? And that is an unmistakable. I'm not trying to see. All right, to show you guys how much I saw of here. Let me see. Let me just show you guys. All right, I saw like this much. Like I literally Just that. Just that. That's all I saw of it. And I already knew. I already knew. I'm excited. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm already excited. The Room of Authority. I can't be doing this. I can't give Garland. He's a Celestial Dragon too. I can't be just glazing him for Shanks, the Garland family. My heart is I need to wear a heart monitor. This is crazy. Ooh. Darling, what do you think you oh shit. Wait. What do you think you're doing here? That's rude. That's messed. What? Why are they saying that to him? What do you think you're doing here? New orders have been bestowed upon me. Yo. Look, oh my god. Look at that. Oh my god. Garling. Yo, Garland, Garp, Whitebeard, Raj. We need to see their fights, bro. Garling, like, was Garling always this? I thought Garling looked frail. Like, not frail, but like, I thought, like, yeah, he's gonna be strong. He has a sword, whatever. But I just remember his body being more uniform. This looks like Admiral body right now. This guy looks like he about to just, he got that linebacker, bro. He could just battleship back. He looks like he could go blow for blow with Garp right now. That's crazy. New orders have been bestowed upon me. New orders from whom? What are you saying, Garling? Tread lightly. You forget yourself. Yo, what? How are they talking to the Supreme Commander of the Holy Knights like this? Am I missing something? Why are they... Like, Akainu's allowed to walk here. Shanks walked in here, and they weren't like... Okay, well, I guess we don't know if that was Shanks, blah, blah, blah. It could be his twin brother, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But my point is, this is... You tread lightly, you forget... My man is the Supreme Commander of the Holy Knights. I don't know. Listen, if I was a Supreme Commander of anything, for sure I whip that shit out and slap it on the table like Sai says. You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean? This guy probably whoops their asses, bro. I hate the Gorsei. These guys are hooligans. Oh yeah, all right. At least okay, see, at least Nasajuro is the only one who's not being like insanely disrespectful. He's just like, if this guy, like, he's looking at Nasajuro like, God damn it, bro, the strongest swordsman at Marriage Raw has arrived, right? Like, that's how it should be. Garling is stronger than Venus, right? Like, right? I don't know. It's so weird. I don't want to talk about. Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about power scaling the Gorsei. Oh, okay. The Vagabond known as York shall henceforth be under my purview. ParVision. As I was just named the new Defense Science War. Wait, what? Don't tell me the world is heading for turmoil and unprecedented level of rebellion is imminent? Oh my god, he even sits like an admiral too. Bro he has aura. Oh my god, dude, he's so strong. Oh my god, he's sweating. Let us work together. He's sweating because he's the new number one. Oh my god, let us work together, better the world. My fellow elders, 5 elder planets, Saint Garling, defense science warrior god. What? He just because what? His name doesn't even have Saturn in it. Am I missing? Is Figar? Is this a planet? Is he Saint Figarland Garling Saturn now? Wait, but like Saturn's fired? Does Saturn know that? I mean, the Gorsei. What the fuck? I was just named. So he spoke to Emu and got that because the Gorsei don't know. Emu orders, new orders, they have to be from Emu. Emu just fired and we know Saturn has been there for at least 200 years. As per that flashback. And the immortality. Whereas Saturn, I mean not Saturn, Figarland, he was young 38 years ago. So he's like the age you can so then we can oh my god. So then this guy Saint Jupiter replacing somebody, he's probably similar then. Oh my god, this is crazy. Wait, so then who's the Supreme Commander of the Holy Knights then? I guess now it's that Shanks copy. The Shank, I guess. And York is under him? Okay. So in the future we'll have York and Garland? Wait, but so hold on. Is this guy smart? Like, is he a I don't know if this solves anything in my criticism of Saturn being a terrible scientist. Which is a point. I guess this confirms that like these appointees, promotions are just like you get a promotion, like the man's head is shaped like a moon, and Emu's just like, you should know stuff, I guess. You also, this is a crazy like visual. Like this beard is wild. I'm like lost. It for not like lost as in that. I'm like lost for wait, like let's just stop Saturn and clean. Wait, so like maybe because earlier I was saying like if the dialogue this dialogue is Saturn is a traitor. The order was to scrap Emeth. He took responsibility. Should this be uncovered? It's now uncovered that this exists. Who ordered the scrapping? Probably Emu. Now that the robot is there, and Emu was like shuddering when Joy Boy's hockey showed up. So that means that like that's like confirmation that like Saturn. Shit, that's crazy. But then so okay, Saturn's just there with the Navy. They have telepathy too. I wonder if the Gorsei are like gonna be like Saturn coming in. Garling has taken your spot. That's crazy. Okay, hold on. Okay. We have more of this chapter. What the heck? Egghead, the island of the future. Oh, we jump back. Okay, Saint Saturn, sir. What? What's happening to him? Kaka? What the Ag? He's holding his door. Where are those medics? Hurry, we need them. Saint Saturn, what's going on? He's one of the world's overseers. We can't let anything happen to him. Yo, he looks like he's getting exercised. Like not exercise like Planet Fitness, like exercise like the church. Is this some sort of disease? Oh yeah, wait, hold on. Okay, let me just this like black ink smoke type of thing coming off of the ground even. Is this some sort of disease? Saint Saturn, tell us, what should we do? Oh my god, he's getting aged. Ah, ah. No, it can't be. I'm Saturn. Oh, Imu-sama? Saturn. Joy Boy was behind that escape and you allowed it to happen. How could how could I anticipate that power foiling us? Have mercy. Oh my god. Imu-sa, and he just explodes and then there's just like a smiley face here. Yo, he's a skeleton? Oh, he said moo. Imu sama moo. Yo, the nine vice admirals are shook. So he punch. Imagine their rationale is like, oh, that's what he gets for punching Doberman, or whoever was it, Doberman. That's crazy. So Emu just Wi-Fi murked him. It okay. So this is like that's next level because that's like the theory that like the powers are given. It looks like his powers were like forcibly removed. It was like returned, not returned, revoked. And by doing so, it aged him, I guess, to like what he normally would be without the powers sustaining him. Now the question. Okay, so here's the weird part though. Does the powers now go to Garling? Like, cause all the Gorsei have those yokai powers. Does he now have the Gyuki? Yeah, the spider Oni, bull Oni, whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. Bro, this chapter is stretching my brain right now. That'd be wild if we see him as a spider bull spider thing. Saturn Joyboy was behind that escape. So he's meaning the rope, right? Because that's what Emu sensed. He sensed the rope, and you allowed it to happen. I'm assuming in reference to the panels back here, that would like Emu sees the Iron Giant, orders it to be scrapped. Now it makes sense. It wasn't that the Gorsei were stupid here. It was that Saturn went behind everyone's back, and like he says, he should take responsibility for this transgression, and this is it. Joy Boy was behind their escape. You allowed it to happen. That's Emeth, not dismantling it, all that stuff. How could I anticipate that power foiling us, which would be the rope, Emeth, that kind of stuff? Have mercy? That's crazy. Okay. This is also awesome. Like, I did not. This is so like that's legit. This is crazy because like Saturn, we memed on him so hard, and like all this stuff, all the criticism, all this, discussions, and then it was like the portrayal of him afterwards. It was hindered, and just like not even like a chapter worth of breath from Egghead. He's dead. Emu was just like, you're gone. That's awesome. In a crazy way. And it was done in a crazy way. And he was replaced by this guy. Oh my god, this is so cool. All right, and there's still more to this chapter. Look, what the heck? Looks like we weren't able to... What? Am I... Looks like we weren't able to move the Labostratum too, said by Shaka. The traitor York got in the way, said by Atlas. The signal reaches across the globe, so she still be able to connect, said by Pythagoras. On this, but that's better than handing her the whole thing on a silver platter, ain't it? Said by Edison. On Labo phase that's flying up. Until the day all of humanity can access our brain, we have to keep it safe. This signal reaches across the globe. It'll probably be at least 500 years, I assume. You use the roaming cloud. Ooh. Ooh. I'm saying, bro. Please, guys, could just go watch that. I don't even know if I might not even post that other video. What's the point when I could just like replay these videos? Should I just repost the videos as is? Please, guys, go watch the Pluton video and the Joyboy Records video, please. This is crazy. I can't. This chapter's... You got it, but the whole world will reckon us as Vegapunks are 6 feet under, so it ain't like we can leisurely tour the world right now? True, and with no funds or resources, we can't keep inventing either. We'll just have to leave that to our partners. Partners? Who are the partners? Yo, that's crazy. They're alive? Wait, and what? Alright. I looked over. That's not what I expected. That's crazy. What am I looking at, dude? Clasp? Nice? How do we look? Absolutely bonkers. That's cute. All right, that's cute. That Atlas laughing like that is crazy. Wait, so it's the head of Edison, the body of Shaka, the arms of Atlas and Pythagoras. I see you always admired my lovely proportions, huh? Say what, Shaka? Shut up, you knucklehead. Pythagoras. Wait, what is happening? When did Shaka become... I see you've always admired my lovely proportions is crazy. Coming from Shaka. Their wires are crossed. 100%. Wait, so where's Stella? Oh! My God. You guys see this? You guys see what I'm looking at? Holy moly. They had all of that going for them, and they went with Shaka's body. That's crazy. They just got heads and arms and legs and booties and treasure chests? That's crazy. I don't know about you guys. I don't know about you guys. All I'm saying is that Shaka's cool. Vegamonk's running a bakery. God damn. Ryro, it's a safe place here. If I speak what? Bro, look at what's going on this. Why? I'm sorry, guys. All I'm saying is that, like, sometimes there is a best choice. Sometimes too many options is not, like, yo, I'm just reading chat at this point. Like, all I'm saying is I'm not alone. All right. Oh, wait, hold on. My baby monitor's on. Wait. That was crazy. Did you guys hear? I literally said I'm not alone, and then my son was just like, "Hi," and the thing, eh, as if like perfectly timing to remind me, "Hey, family friendly stream. You're my father." That's crazy. That's crazy. Thanks, son, putting me back into reality. Woo! Woo! All right. Oh, whoa, wait, hold on. Would Varia come in? Woo! Woo! I was locked into that booty, bro. Would Varia come in? Anyone there? This here's Vegapunk. Vegapunk? But I thought you were dead, says Herodus. That's crazy. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Shut up, you knucklehead. Let's toss York's spare part. What? Bro, we be dumpster dive. Yo, I think I saw like a short the other day. It said dumpster diving isn't illegal, bro. Yo, I mean, j- haha, good thinking. They're creepy. You know what? This is a you know what? If I speak, woo, if I if I were a free will at this moment, that's crazy. But we are on stream. We're good. Let's toss York Sparrow. Good riddance. Terrible person, traitor to humanity. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hate to see it. Get rid of her. Get rid of her. Weatheria, come in. Anyone there? This here's Vegapunk. Vegapunk, but I thought you were dead. Okay, there we go. Back on track. Wait, what? Kamabaka Queen? No. How long is this chapter? I don't know if Wait, I want to see this conversation. We just have to leave that to our partners. I'm assuming they're talking about Weatheria now. Okay. Oh, okay. So Kamabaka Queendom. Oh my, how grisly. What's gonna happen? Are we going to die? I don't want to die. No water's gonna kill me. I can swim. All right, that's crazy. Who said that? Was that a fishman? Throw him out. To put it bluntly, none of us knew these details. Thank you for oh my god, thank you for explicitly saying that. The only question now is we need to hear dragon. I don't give a flying hoot about. See, I was gonna say any of these asses, and then it's Koala and Ahiru. It's like, all right, I care a little bit about them asses, but like dragons, I need to know. We can't. I swear to God, I might break something. Let me take a sip of water. If we get an ellipses, if we get a dot, if we get a dot from dragon, I might throw hands. The Void Century covered up a massive war. Koala's always doing the recap. Let's go. And that culminated in ancient weapons tech, plunging the world 200 meters deeper into the ocean. Okay, great summaries. Not only that, but the one who claims the One Piece will not only be crowned Pirate King, they'll likely get to wield that devastating power for themselves. We can't let that happen, says Bello Betty. Ooh, Bello Betty! Oh my god. Oda's putting all the right people in front right now. The world will sink. This explains why the first celestial dragons chose to live on the Red Line. It's the highest point on the planet. You know, except for Zunisha and clouds and the moon. But you wouldn't know about that, Sabo. Sorry. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. There's also Tequila Wolf, Tequila Wolf, Vodka Wolf, Rum Wolf, and Bourbon Wolf. Is this why they spent the last 700 years forcing slaves to build all... Wait, there's 4 of them? We didn't know that, right? Wait, what's the What? All right, that's crazy. There's 4 of these bridges. Okay, so now that explains, like, we saw the bridges in the past. That probably wasn't Tequila Wolf. That's probably a different wolf. Yo, I don't know why. My brain went to, this is where Minatomo went. Minatomo was kidnapped to help fix the Tequila Wolf. He heard the message and he was like, oh, I have to build the wall. That's also interesting. Is this why they spent the last 700 years forcing slaves to build? So, like, that's an interesting thing, right? Because, like, yes, slavery's bad, slave labor is bad. But, like, if they can now understand the reason behind it, do they now recognize it's like, oh, wait, the world government was trying to do a good thing? Like, obviously, they would be selfish about it, but it's like, that's crazy. Okay. All the pieces are falling into place. The One Piece. You took the words right... Oh, wait. You took the words right out of my mouth. I imagine that's what Lindbergh sounds like. Mine, too. Vegapunk, among those who heed your warning. Many will act out of self-interest, not peace. We did it. We did it, boys. Let's read it again for posterity. This is... Wait, hold on. Is this dragon? Hold on. That was double check. All right, that's dragon. That's dragon. All right, we got more words. I thought we were done. Oh, is this the end? Okay. Let's read this all. Okay. Vegapunk. Vegapunk. Among those who heed your warning, many will act out of self-interest, not peace. We must hurry and achieve victory for our cause before the people of the world kill. What? We must hurry and achieve victory for our cause before the people of the world kill each other to. Oh, let me just finish. An era of chaos dawns. Cool, awesome. Get the end. There's no break week. Chapter 11. I just thought that was kind of ironic that he said that. Many will act out of self-interest, not peace, right? But and then the irony of what he says next, we must try and achieve victory for our cause. And it's kind of like, in a way, that's your self-interest. Like, your version of peace isn't everyone's version of peace. So like, many will act out of self, yeah, including you, before the people of the world kill each other to secure the habitable land. And it's like, you're also securing the habitable land too, right? Like, it is kind of out of self-interest. You're no different. I guess, like, yeah, I get it. You think you're peace, right? Have we seen... I don't think... All right. Hot take. I don't think we've seen any place so far. Like, I understand that. Oh, let me actually talk. Oh my god, an hour and 3 minutes. Okay, let's stop it right here. Hour and 3 minutes. 1958. We lost. Thank you for all those who believed in me. But back on what I was saying. The hot take is, I don't think we've seen a single place that the Revs have taken action upon that has benefited in the long run, or even in the short run. Like, we've seen that place celebrate Sabo after like the Reverie, but like, Lelucia liberated, deleted. Sorbet Kingdom liberated and then reclaimed like twice. And then like the places that Kuma went after, we saw him fight, but we don't know the aftermath of any of those places. Goa Kingdom, like, he took the refugees, but Goa Kingdom's still the same. Like, even Baltigo, it's like, is destroyed. Dressrosa could count, except the funny thing about Dressrosa is that apparently afterwards they had a pandemic. The Kiss disease took over. Beige was fighting the Kiss disease. Yeah, Trevor, they said like I think it's 8 nations, 8 kingdoms or whatever, right? But we don't like actually see it. I think it's 12 nations were attempted, 8 succeeded. 1 was Lucia and it got deleted. But like, if let's use Sorbet Kingdom as an example. Sorbet Kingdom, they liberated it, but then like right afterwards, King Bakori came back and back again. And I don't think that the Revs did anything. So if you were to use that as an example, then like all of the places are like shit out of luck. You know what I mean? So like, I'm just saying that it's kind of funny. It's just kind of funny. We must hurry and achieve our victory for our cause. And I'm not saying that Marriage Raw is like liberated, but they are like the Revs are actively starving people. Yo, we could do a reverse hit piece on the Revs. That'd be crazy though. Imagine a world where like Luffy is like, you know, because like on Wano, he punched Kaido like, and beat him up. He's like, "You're starving the samurai." I imagine Luffy fighting Dragon, like, "You're starving the Celestials, pah! How dare you starve people?" That'd be crazy. That'd be hilarious in like a three-piece kind of way, you know. Um, let me just do something really quick. Let me mute this, and then I think Sai might be asleep. So what we're gonna do is we're going to call him, because this is a chapter I need help. Let me know when you awake to join. Oda drawing parallels to the current rebellions and what happened in the Void Century. Sai would make that argument against the Revs. Yeah, that's why it's important to consider that. Is it completely baseless? No. Is it is it from the world government's perspective? Yes. And is it important to consider? I think so. I think it is actually important to consider, because I think like this comment saying, it's like the Void Century is gray area, right? Like, if the world government, if the ancient kingdom made the weapons that sank the world, then they're the bad guys. But we know that Joy Boy probably wasn't a bad guy. But the world government's currently the bad guys. But they stopped Joy Boy and the ancient weapons. So it's like, you know, there's going to be a lot of gray area. And also, a lot of people have said this before. The Revs in the current timeline match the world government of the Void Century timeline way more closely, in the sense of 20 Kingdom Alliance, right? The Revs almost achieved similar thing. They had a 12 Kingdom Alliance. No one else is doing it like that. It's just the Revs. And so if we're thinking about the ancient kingdom being what the world government is today, now you have the reverse parallel that, you know, again, I haven't even been the one who said that. That's something a lot of people have mentioned, that like the current Revs might be sitting in a narrative role more similar to where the world government was back in the day, which would fit like where Lily plays in various other characters. But I also look at it as, you can like, the way Oda does things sometimes is you can have parallel like structures, but the characters in them, Oda kind of swaps out different parts. So like you could say Crocodile and Doflamingo had a similar structure of an organization, but their characters were motivated by different things, and so they ultimately ran their nations in a different methodology, right? And how that changes is really meaningful. But though they have a similar foundation, and that's kind of where it's similar, right? Like, maybe we end up finding out Crocodile has a very similar foundation as Doflamingo, which is why they ended up doing a very similar thing, which is usurping a original celestial dragon world government founding nation country and taking over the established royal family. That is like a similar like scope, right? And ironically, it seems both nations had a revolutionary element to both of the arcs. But this is like pre like hardcore Revs, but like the Revs were introduced in the Alabasta saga, and then they had the devoted revolutionary army that was within Alabasta. But then the revolutionary army was in Dressrosa, and they had their resistance force in the Dentatas and various others. So that's just to paint a picture of how, like, yeah, the Revs might be what the world government was during the Void Century, We might just be swapping out parts. And hey, there is that idea that, hey, like, Emu was related to Joy Boy. And it's ironic that Dragon is related to Luffy. Now, Luffy doesn't even know that Dragon, like, really exists. Maybe that's the same with Joy Boy and Emu. So that's an important, like, thing. Normally, I'd save that kind of, like, analysis for a video. It's easier to portray. I'd put side by sides. But again, that's something that time and time again, like, people have. I know Hidden Island. I know Dax. I know Rogers Base. I know Joy Boy. We've exhausted talking about all that stuff so many times. So it is important to consider. Let me just double check that Psy. And just do it again. Ring, 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 ring. Okay. I'm a little lightheaded, which is crazy because I ate. I'm not sick anymore. You guys can hear my voice. I've been hydrating. But, like, this chapter? Was this chapter like 40 pages? This is crazy. I feel like so much happened in this chapter. Oh my god, Saturn died. I like that jacket. Yeah, it's a nice jacket. Nice one. Bro, Saturn died. Not only died, he got fired. I'm glad he died for multiple. Fair is fire. I agree. Like, I can't put into words how satisfying it feels, but I'm also, like, bewildered. I almost feel like I'm dreaming. Like, that's where, like, I'm a little bit like, is this a real chapter? Because I feel like this was such a good. Again, I don't want to, like, paint this as my full analysis. This is a reaction. This is a live reading. You know, just reading, reacting. Don't get to sit with it too long. I will get to the super chats. The real slow and old part is back. I'll read that in full later. Hold on, let me get my thoughts out. Thank you, Alejandro Solis, for $5 super chat. Why would you write that? If that part wasn't in all caps, I would have, like, my ADHD wouldn't have been able to, like, wouldn't have, like, prioritized that. Something about all caps. Whatever you guys do, please don't write. Oh my god, Kayante write all caps. Fuck Saturn. And, like, whatever you guys do not write in all caps in the chat. It will not bode well for my attention span. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, okay. I'm not gonna look. Point is that like, there was so many different things about Saturn's character that came together and just made it feel clunky and awkward for him to carry on in the story. Now, a lot of people prior were like, okay, maybe he dies by the end of the arc. Maybe Luffy kills him. And, like, throughout the arc, we're like, okay, this guy is invincible. They're all invincible. They can't be killed. And then we're dealing with, like, oh, no one dies in One Piece. Off-screen this, off-screen that. Oh, Emeth can't kill him. Blah, 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 blah. They left the island. Saturn's alive. And then right when you think it's okay, Emu's like, that's not how the last saga goes, brother. This ain't Wano. This ain't the One Piece you used to know. I be killing people. Emu, like, this goes well for Emu's character. Like the characterization that Emu was a child and decision making, like whatever, bro. Because this decision was cracked. Now, we don't get the full scope of like the decision making. Was it rash? Was it just like out of fear? He goes, Saturn, Joy Boy was behind that escape. We saw Emu reacting to Joy Boy's hockey. Sure. Was it a fear-based decision? Whatever, but it doesn't matter because like sure, that paints the profile of the character differently. Fine. But the result of like, okay, you fucked up, gone. That's it. There's no like when Kaido slashed Orochi's head off and then Orochi lived. I was like, yes, Kaido, just that's what we want. And then Orochi lived, and I was like, whatever, right? And then you think like, okay, Vincent, like Orochi's literally like a character like that, right? A figurehead character that's meant to rule, and then just has 9 lives. And then Saturn was like that character, and even was like, I'm better than Kaido. You thought you thought I was that fish boy? You thought I was that eel? Nah. And then the emu's not even there. I think this is like one of the most is this one of the most horrific deaths in One Piece? Like, look at this death, dude. He is suffocating. It looks like he's getting like an exorcism. The ground is on fire or leaking. The 9 vice admirals are traumatized from this. They're like, oh my god, this is our fault. Like Emu is pull out, and then it's not even just that, it's the suck. He's dried up, he's getting aged up, he's becoming mummified. He gets like blasted, like pulled out of oblivion. He turns into a squiggly. And then if that wasn't enough, he explodes with Conqueror's hockey, it looks like. And in the, like, to add insult to injury, we can't even say like, oh, he's gonna regenerate. Oh, it's off screen. No, Oda for like the first time in forever, literally right after is like, nah, he dead. He is so dead. You're gonna see his dead body on the ground twice. We're gonna make the vice admiral stare at his dead body. Clyome or Cleve, Clover here. Saturn was begging Emu in agony and pure suffering he hasn't felt in forever. That too. He didn't die. He expired. Yeah, like this is like one of the most horrific deaths. I think someone said Odin. Odin is a good one. Boiled to death. Agree. Except like the difference I would say there's like we saw Odin survive that for an hour, and I'm not saying that's not agonizing. What I am saying though is like this was like I guess this is also different. Like I guess at least Saturn had it quick. The only thing that would make this more agonizing if this was slower, right? It's like Luffy said, all that's left in the end is bones. True. Odin enjoyed that shit. That's crazy. Yeah, also Odin did get like shot in the head, so like executed and died quickly. I'm not wishing that death on anybody, but this one takes the cake. Like I can't think of like eight, like yeah, someone said Ace is a donut, he's deep fried, like bro, like, and like the other part of this is that all the other deaths, right? All the other deaths are crazy, but also we just don't understand this death. In the scope of like, yeah, we know Emu did it. Yeah, we know Saturn's dead. Yeah, we like kind of, but like, what did Emu like actually do here? Did he take his soul? Is this the shadow? Is he taking the shadow? Like, is this shadow theory stuff? Because me personally, I'm thinking shadow theory, but then like the body thing wouldn't happen like this, right? Like it is weird. There's a lot of stuff happening, and then there's also the yokai power. This negated the regeneration, and now like if Emu is doing this, what is Emu taking away, and is that linked to the power that Saturn had? Like, is the Gyuki linked to Saturn or Emu? That is a huge question that we don't know. Now that Saturn's out of the picture, is the teleportation also out of the picture, or can all the Gorosei do that? I know that Sai was saying that maybe Saturn was the only one who could do that, but like, 1 second, I'm getting a thing from Sai. All right, so just in case Sai comes through, we are locked in and ready. He took the power from Saturn, and without it, he's just a 900-year-old guy, hence the skeleton. I get that. Don't get me wrong. I get that. What I'm more saying is like, what part of Saturn was Saturn? You get what I mean? Because like Garling is strong on his own right. Without the Gyuki, was Saturn ever even close to Figarland? No, I don't think so. So now Figarland is insane. And like, are we saying that Emu can just give Figarland or Garling that power? Is that how it works? Is Saturn's name his own name, or is it a title? Is it now Figarland Garling Saturn? I would assume not, since like we declared him Figarland Garling, warrior, godhead of science, defense, whatever already. And if it was a title, we would just add it on. And like, that's where it's kind of interesting. Like, where is the power and where is the character? I'm assuming that Garling gets the power, because like maybe that explains why they're so bad at their powers. Right? Like what is it, Jupiter? He's the youngest one now. If he's the newest one and he just got these powers, let's say that he was the most recent Gorosei and he just got the worm powers, that could explain why he was so ass. Was Jupiter there at God Valley? If Jupiter was, then that could be interesting for like why he could have been replaced. Like, if not Jupiter, someone else, and then someone replaced Jupiter. Huh. Only Saturn was there? Yeah. Garling, of course, wouldn't get the power, dude. Yeah, that's where it's weird, right? Because it's like, Garling is a character who doesn't even need the power. He was fighting at God Valley. Unless he was weak.
More power.
Give him more power. Oh, ooh. Let me turn on the camera. There we go.
What's up, ParVision?
Oh my god. We're doing it. We're doing it.
I always have to say it. Hello, Par.
What up?
I heard you talk about Garling and I had to show up.
Yeah, bro. This chapter.
You like it?
This chapter was insane. Like
Yeah.
like I took an hour and 4 minutes to read it.
Oh, you broke the hour mark.
Yeah, it's been a long time. This is like new grounds. And I think like every section of the chapter was insane
Oh yeah.
for both theories and just ideas and like discussions and like I guess like to circle back to what we're currently talking about. And I will get to super chats, but obviously guys, uh, you guys know they're coming, but I think a lot of what we discussed about Saturn throughout the Egghead arc was rectified,
Justified.
justified, rectified, like well placed based off of this chapter. Emu literally was
Yeah.
just like, I'm a rational leader and I listen to I have a sound brain. And like I remember we talked about this several points where that 200 years ago the robot being moved to Egghead was just a weird thing altogether
It was
because
dumb. It was
yeah,
so dumb.
but now it makes sense because now the version of events makes it so that like not only did Egghead paint out Saturn to be a failure, but just the premise of it from 200 years ago, Saturn's already a traitor. In Emu's eyes, Saturn
He's
is
not
a
even a
traitor.
traitor. He's just dumb.
Like it's a yeah, like on top of that, he's dumb, but like their orders to scientists that seemingly were above Saturn were to destroy the robot. And Saturn goes, I'll take responsibility. You guys study it. He had 200 years and didn't do shit with it. And then was surprised when Vegapunk showed up and did it. And now it's all confusing because it's like if I want to poke one thing weird about this, which I did during the reaction, was like, wait, like that means Saturn knew that the robot was on Egghead and he moved Vegapunk like moved there and Vegapunk didn't know and like so he wanted Vegapunk to see that. Like what did he think was gonna come from that? And then on the other end, my guy looks at the robot and goes, this is the future. Not like at any point considering the possibility that hey, I've never seen something like this before and I don't know anybody who can build something like this. Maybe this is dangerous shit from the past. And like he was just like, no, this is the future. I'm like, yo, this like you said that he's done by the decision of it, but also from that plot point, Emu 100%. The moment Emu sensed the hockey and tied it back to Emeth, which Emu should know, then he's like, all right, that's Saturn's fault. Boom, you're dead. And it was quicker than like he didn't even ask questions. You or I would have been like, hey Saturn, was it you who did that? Emu was just like, nah, you're fucking fried, brother. Like that's it. You're gone. Not even that. He replaced him before he killed him. You know how crazy that part is?
Yeah, he was ready. Dude, I think the funniest part, I got a good chuckle. Saturn, when he reminisced, and first off, I saw people asking, Doberman's alive. Yeah, he's 100% alive. But
Oh. Yeah,
Saturn,
wait, whoa. Back it up.
what's up?
Was I supposed to think that he was dead?
Hey, people were saying Doberman's dead. You know, I always believed in the boy. Doberman's alive.
Oh.
But for Saturn, the funniest part about him thinking about the robot is he starts off the flashback by saying it's really ironic. It's almost like, you know, like he's looking back at this moment like, you know, silly moment, you know, oopsie daisy. That shit's so funny to me. Like, it's just mistake after mistake with Saturn. I just don't know, like yeah, I guess this is cool because it's like, oh, you know, Saturn really is a man of science. You know, he's really curious about things, but it's also like, wow, he really laid the bed with this one.
So here's the thing too, right? Here's the other part of it is Saturn, there's no defending Saturn. And the reason why I say that is this
Really
chapter
not.
saved him from a reputation standpoint, almost saved him because now like what am I supposed to believe really truthfully, am I supposed to believe that Garling is a scientist? Am I supposed to believe he's Dr. Garling? Like Shanks' daddy is also a Mads level scientist? Absolutely not. He's a fighter, swordsman. We're not gonna make him a swordsman and a top tier scientist. So him getting appointed to this is purely, you know, like his status and positional. And so that left the opening to be like, oh, okay, so Saturn got this also ceremoniously. But no, Saturn, in his own words, tells Vegapunk, watch out, Vegapunk, don't pull a fast one on me. I am a man of science. Ain't no fucking way you're that fucking full of yourself, bro. That's the issue. If he never said that, I could go to this chapter and be like, all right, see, he was just put in a position he wasn't prepared for. That's whatever. But like, my man, for some reason, in this position, fooled himself. Like, you know what I mean? It's like Buggy thinking that he can now fight Whitebeard because he has the title of a Yonko. He's like, ha 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 ha! They think I'm a Yonko, and I think I'm a Yonko. Ain't no way Buggy's ever that delusional. Saturn's more delusional than like any crackhead in the series. This is crazy how delusional Saturn is. That we're at this point. And like, I think his death is fitting. I was also, this is where we're talking about, his death might be the most horrific death in One Piece. Like the most agonizing, the most horrific. The witnesses, it's not off screen. We see the corpse. Not only that, if you were to play a little bit of like headcanon fiction here a little bit, they have telepathy, right? So this is based off the chapter. This is what happens. Garland walks into the room. I've received new orders. Huh? Who do you think you are, Garland? Get your ass out of here. He's like, haha, I'm the new warrior of science and defense. And like, huh? And then they call Saturn like, hey, do you know about this? Garland just walked in and said he got your role. And then they hear, and they're like, and so they're live hearing Saturn being wiped off the planet as well. So it's like, dude,
it would be like one of those phone calls from like The Conjuring, right? Like when somebody's getting possessed, and then you pick up the phone and they're like, "Help, Timmy! I'm burning in hell! Please!"
This is crazy. It is crazy. Like, I also didn't like, because like the way the chapter ran was, I just saw the tippy top of Figarland's head, so the glaze started coming out, right? I'm not gonna say from where, but it started coming. And like, the point is I was ready for, oh wait, did it cut out? Oh no, Sai, are you back?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. My Discord like lagged out.
Nah, you're good. But yeah, so Saturn came, or Garland came in, and then they just started disrespecting him. And I was like, huh? Why are they being so rude? And then I was thinking about it, I was like, I'm pretty sure he can kill all of them, right? Is that, like, the Saturn looked like Garland looked like he had so much aura here. And I was just like, yo, it's crazy how disrespectful they're being. And then he gets the appointment. Do you think that the power rankings got switched up? Do you think he's the strongest?
100%.
He has to be.
I feel like Garling's the strongest. I definitely feel like Garling's the strongest. I don't know, like, what's the metric, right? Like, Saturn, Jupiter, like all these planets, and then we have the moon with Garling. But it's like, maybe like the moon, since it's the closest to Earth, it's like the strongest one out there. But yeah, like, I feel like Garling is definitely the strongest, and that's cool too, because like, I remember before this chapter, people were wondering like how the hierarchy works, right?
Yeah.
Like, if the Gorsei are above the Holy Knights, then what does that say about Garling, right? So now that Garling has this promotion, people can look at Garling and say, hey, he's definitely the strongest now.
If he's number 5, like, okay, so actually,
imagine he's weaker than Saturn. That'd be so funny.
There's no way. But like, wait, one thing, Sai, your camera's off. And then two,
yeah,
two,
I gotcha.
What? Okay. So now we're getting an understanding, right? 200 years ago, we see Saturn, and he looks the same. He looks like he's locked in on that age.
Yeah.
We saw the Garland 38 years ago, and he looked like Shanks. So that means that aging does happen, but now it seems like Figarland's age will probably lock in, which we will never probably reflect on because last saga we won't see the future like that. But based off the way Saturn died, it seems like that power, to some extent, is imbued into him, and Emu can revoke it. So my question to you is, how much of the power that Saturn has is given to him? Like, is the Gyuki something enabled by Emu, or is the magic that, or is it the regeneration, or is it everything? And also, as an extension, is it now that we, because this is where I, okay, to paint out why I'm kind of like questioning the line, is because if Emu is revoking also the Gyuki, does that mean that Figarland is now going to become Gyuki? Like, is he going to have, like, I don't want him to be Gyuki. I just want regular Figarland fight. The Gyuki thing I'm tired of. It'll hurt my soul to see that form again and to see him get ass blasted on the screen, right? But what do you think is the circumstance here, the situation?
I feel like Garling does have a transformation. I've always been a big proprietor of that.
On his own.
Like the whole, yeah, on his own.
Okay.
Not the Yuki. I feel like him and all the Holy Knights have a different transformation.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna be the Gyuki.
You have a video on that, right, Sai?
Oh my god, yeah, yeah, self-vlog, but yeah.
Hey mods, can you link that video? Thank you.
Don't link it, but yeah, like I feel like Garling will get a transformation if he doesn't have one already. As far as what Emu gives them, I could see it being immortality. Maybe it's something that only the Gorosei get, right? Like the Holy Knights get a power, the Gorosei get a power, but the Gorosei exclusively get the immortality. I could see that being the case.
So also, do we believe that all the Gorosei are magicians now? Because if we're killing Saturn and he was the teleporter,
yeah,
that I mean, like, that's a huge downfall of, like, that's a huge loss if he was the only one. So now I think we can probably say that the Gorosei can probably all teleport, probably, right? Or it's Emu enabled, maybe. But it didn't feel like Emu's involved with that part. Like, it might be that
Emu's powers.
Like Emu gave the power, but like they can control it separately. Meaning that it's not a Saturn. I know that like there was several discussions and like people were like very like Pars. Of course Saturn's the one who controlled all the thing. He's the one who ported them in. I'm like, we don't know that. And now I think it's kind of confirmed that it's like it's probably not him. They probably all can do it. But now the other part, it's probably a combination where it's like Emu gives them all of that power. But then I'm also wondering, I'm like, so then what is the, like, how do we separate the Gorosei from Emu? Because Garling on his own, right? Like your theory aside that Garling has a transformation, which by the way, I really like and agree with, and I have my own version of. But that aside, we know that Garling is a Shanks Tax God Valley level character who is a supreme commander of the Holy Knights. We assume that just by being put into the ranks, he's already number one of the Gorosei. To the point he should be called the supreme commander of the planets, of the elders. And like, to me that is crazy because like, is he the only one like that, or are the other Gorosei have something similar? Like, but at this point the curve is so crazy. Like, none of the other Gorosei felt even close to what strength Garling, like if you had put Garling on Egghead, Garling would, in my headcanon, Garling would be a lot more capable than every single Gorosei. Maybe even combined. Like, that's how insane of a difference it feels like Garling will have. And that's where it's weird. It's like, if Garland is that strong without Emu's power, then what about the other Gorosei? And why were they even chosen to be the Gorosei? And it's like, well,
maybe they were strong like hundreds of years ago, right? Because Saturn's been around for 200 years plus.
Yeah.
So maybe like back in the day, these guys were like the powerhouses.
Ooh, ooh. That's a debate people have. Is the new gen stronger than the old gen? Has old gen
New
been
generation's
stronger?
always stronger.
Hey, I'm with you. I'm just saying that a lot of people, you just pulled some strings on them right there. Um, yeah, I mean, we just spent a bunch talking about this single aspect of the. Where did my phone go? Hello?
Yeah.
Hold on. Where did I put my cellular device?
Wait, what happened? Oh, you lost your phone?
Yeah. Huh? What just happened? I swear it was right here. Oh, did it fall? Oh, it fell.
Oh yeah, I mean Garling, he looks like he's ready for some fights too. Like he even says it in this chapter, right? He's ready for turmoil. He looks excited, man.
Dude, he looks so
I mean,
aura.
that-
Aura
that's
up.
the thing with like celestial dragons. I feel like a lot of them don't have that ambition to fight, right? Garling definitely does. Like if you're training up on the Holy Land, you're a holy knight. You know, you're one of those like one of the strongest people out there. You don't want to be cooped up at Marie's Raw, man. Like I bet Garling wants to get on the battlefield. This guy's out for blood. Garland cancels armament hockey. That'd be cool, considering the fact that Shanks cancels observation hockey.
Saturn only
We
got
just talk about the
clowned.
fact that a bunch of random Marines just know about the Gorsei's powers now. I mean, random Marines already knew about the Gorsei, so the powers, it's not that crazy.
Yeah.
Oh
Saturn
god.
only got clowned because people glazed the elders before seeing them do anything. Now you out here doing it all again. That I would like to put a that that's I can understand some people, like there was a discussion like, oh, like the Gorsei have scars, right? So like they've seen combat, right? And it's like,
Yeah.
to like, you can only go so far with that logic, but that's not what's happening here with Saturn. No, absolutely not. Like you can't look back at Egghead and say that like the clowning was in based off of like reality. Like it.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was literally like in front of you too. Like the thing is that when you say clowning, like do you mean like power wise, or do you mean like just the narrative in general? Because he got clowned on both fronts, right?
Yeah, he got clown. I mean, like
Yeah.
the when like when I'm reading the person saying clown, right, and immediately go to when Saturn climbed up on Labo phase, confronted with the weak Straw Hats, could not do anything to any of them, had to blitz past them and jump scared himself on the Mother Flame, broke through the wall. I was like, ah, like that. Come, like dude, like even when he's not fighting, even when he's facing off with the weakest of the weakest, Robin wasn't even capable of fighting there. He stabbed Chopper without the poison. Like like just the previous one, he's like, I have, like, he didn't say it, but like Sandu's like, oh my god, he has poison tipped fangs like that can melt steel beams, and
Never
then
see it again.
he stabs Chopper and he's just fine. Like he stabs Vegapunk and then he's not even sure that he killed him because then Kizaru had to do it, right? So it's like I don't know how someone else spins that as he's not clowning
A
himself,
clown.
yeah, in the narrative, but like more power to you if you're able to like look at that situation and be like, yep, that's what I expected
And
of the all-powerful Gorosei with
yeah,
Yuki
yeah.
demonic powers.
That's
Like
like the whole thing too, right? It's like the Gorosei have been built up since episode 200. This is like the penultimate villain in a way, right? Back in the day before he knew Imu existed, it was the Gorosei. Well, before we got like the five elders, it's the Gorosei. Or the four elders, yeah. Or four Yonko, four pirate Yonkos. But yeah, either way, like we expected a lot from the Gorosei. Like, yeah, sure, they might not be the pinnacle of power, but even then, like Saturn, time and time again, has just failed on this island. Like it's impossible to look back at any singular event and say, "Wow, Saturn's that fucking guy." You know what I mean? Like that never happened.
yeah. Like like I said this before, my bias would come in if the dude ever used webs. I swear,
Oh, I wish.
if he ever used webbing ever, I would be a little bit like, Oh, but that was cool. That was cool when he did that.
Never whipping out webs, brother.
Yeah.
Dude, shoot him out of your ass, Saturn. Come on.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
know, like
so,
that's a biased, obviously, like we
oh
don't
yeah,
need
I think that
that.
was just like funny.
But like that would be where I'd step overboard and be like, all right, guys, he was a clown, but he had spider webs. It's kind of sick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
No,
I do like the idea that, like, now that we see, like, obviously Garland was a champion of a cleansing event, supreme commander of
ooh,
the God Knights. There is a meritocracy that probably leads into becoming a Gorosei. And now we see that Gorosei are not fully protected, which could lead to the logic of where Jupiter came from. The younger looking Gorosei who probably replaced somebody else who messed up. When would that replacement come in? Maybe 200 years ago? Maybe God Valley? We don't really know when Jupiter would have came into the fold. But now this chapter does give us context, and it could make sense of showing us where Jupiter came from, and it could tell us where it could also give us an idea of like where Jupiter like some origin stuff. Maybe he is connected to the story more closely, similar to how Garland is closely connected to the story, given that he is related to Shanks somehow. So like maybe this is all like a really crazy opening for that kind of logic. I mean, the joke being that Jupiter looks like Sanji's like real dad. So like there is that. Um but yeah. So like, is there anything else on the Gorosei front? Because I want to go to the super chats, and then we'll hop onto all the other parts of the chapter that I feel like we also talked heavily about in so many other streams and videos and theories. But is there anything else on the Gorosei part?
I don't think so. I guess the warrior god of science and defense is kind of fun, right?
Yeah.
Garland getting that title.
Yeah.
I wonder if by the next time we see Garland, he's gonna start like, throwing around some test tubes and like experimenting on people.
Do you think that? Do you think, like, in the back of my mind, I was thinking like Saturn's dumb for not expecting to get executed. Like once Emmett showed up and like given that flashback, like Saturn should have been like, "Oh, I'm cooked. I'm so cooked right now." Like the moment that the Gorosei were like, "Is that a giant robot from 200 years ago? I thought we destroyed that." Saturn should have been sweating beads. Like I want to go back now and see his face, and now maybe it makes sense why he was speechless. Maybe that's why he never brought it up. He's like, fuck, don't look at it, don't see it, guys, don't look at the giant." And then like was it War Curry is the one who put it in water, and Saturn's like, "Thank fucking God it's in the ocean." And like I pray to God Emu doesn't see this, right? Like I'm looking at that and I'm thinking that like, yo, Saturn should have known that he was about to just die imminently. But like based off of the thing, he looked like he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna keep it moving, guys." I punched Dober. Did he? Okay, with Doberman, what happened? I was confused. Did he bitch slap him? Did he punch him in the face? Like what happened?
No, he used his eye powers against him.
Wait, he did?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Wait, hold on. We just see him looking at him. We can't.
Yeah, exactly. There's eye powers. What do you mean?
There's no ding. There was like a gleam last time. There was like a when they did it last time, it was like a ching. Like there was like one of those sound effects. If we're saying that that's looking at him and that's a eye, then every time Dragon looks at the screen, everyone dies.
It's because this time around, like he's, Saturn is he's activated his full power. Like I feel like you have to understand,
Full
like
power?
yeah. When Saturn has to use this attack on a vice admiral or above, he has to go all out, and it's more silent.
See, that's why I was surprised. I don't know. I was saying, "Hey, Sai, is there anything else you want to talk about the Gorosei?" And I was like, "Wow, he's really not bringing up the vice admirals right now." And like now, since we took the segue, this is a W for the vice admirals. He survived a Gorosei attack, or
Oh, huge W.
like
And the thing I love about the vice admirals is that they're all worried about our good man Doberman.
yeah, and they wanted
The
to chase
camaraderie, brother.
They wanted to chase after the like an Elbaf. They wanted to make good on the Straw Hats escape and all that stuff. Like you know, what do you think about the vice admirals going forward? Do you think that they would have changed up what's it called? The like my thing is, let's say that they went to Elbaf. Let's say that they chased the Gorosei or the Straw Hats. Do you think that they would add any panels? I feel like it would just be like 9 panels
100%.
and they would just die. Do you think they can even fight the giants? Who
The
is
Vice
this
Admirals,
Kieran? Oh, thank you, Sai. I just noticed the Kieran Ozo.
yeah, what a loser. But yeah, with that though, like I could see them training up, fighting some giants, but like it's so pointless, right? Like the minute they fight the Straw Hats, like they lose that battle. But what I like about the VA saying that is that, it means that they still have that fight in them. They don't give up. The Marines don't give up. And I think that's all that really matters at the end of the day. That's what dude. That is saying something, right? A lot of other pirates and Marines, they would give up right then and there, like, oh, we can't beat Luffy. No, these guys wanted to chase him down. That is what Rob Bellucci does, right? Rob Bellucci, he said, yo, like, Luffy beat me, but I still don't acknowledge him as an emperor. And then he went up again, fought one more time, and it was it. So the VAs, they're at that level. They have that ambition, and it explains why they have hockey too, man. They got that willpower.
I like how much
They don't stop.
Wait, did you say they took it on the chin?
I didn't, but hey, they took it on the chin.
And luckily, Cincinnati's here, Red King, many chins, and he's making good of them. And I just like how they go, even with our Grand Buster Call fleet, the 9 of us vice admirals couldn't get the job done. That they are like that. They take pride in what they do. You know what I mean? Like they're like, we are the 9 vice admirals, the legendary, what would this do to our reputation? What will people think of Buster Calls going forward? We can't let this slide. And then Saturn, the traitor, Gorosei, the loser of the bunch, was like, it's fine. And like, then it's crazy because like, we also have to take the Vice Admiral's perspective. Because from the Vice Admiral's perspective, they get punched or killed or shot at. Whatever Saturn did, telepathy, the Force. And then immediately after, Saturn burns to death. And it's like, do the Vice Admirals now have like a god complex? Are they like, oh my god, we're protected? We are the 9 vice admirals of the Buster Call.
No,
anybody who goes against us will get slaughtered. Do you think that they like think that at some part?
No. There's I don't know how you got to that mindset, but no.
I gotta like Doberman wakes up and then he's like King from One Punch Man, not like King, like a different version of it where he wakes up is like, I am the not King, not Buggy. Who would it be? Like Satan from Dragon Ball? No, not like Satan. Just wakes up and is just like, I am the chosen one. I am that Saturn died because I did a counterattack. And he just makes some bullshit up and the Vice Admiral's like, oh, Doberman. That's crazy.
I guess you're not wrong. Like from the VA's perspective, like they don't know why Saturn died. So for all they know, like they activated like Doberman's like special ability.
Yeah, Doberman's trap card. He pulled the trap card. The reverse burn to death jutsu, like the most cracked. Like, was it in Call of Duty Martyrdom when you just you die and the grenade just goes off? Like he just had that, except the grenade gets put into the person, and then the other part is that like Saturn dies. And then while he's dying, he's like, Emu, please, moo. So like now the Vice Admirals know Emu's name. What is that spell for that?
It doesn't look like he said it out loud, did he?
Did he? I think he did, right? Was he not begging out loud? How crazy would it be? Emu's it's hard to say because those bubbles have been used like out loud. Oh, we know moo. He said moo. He said moo out loud. In the panel where he says have mercy, that one says moo.
Oh, he does. He goes
moo. Do they think he's just a cow? Oh, because he's a bull. He's the Gyuki. They just think that he's just going moo.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. Yeah, the VAs probably know about Moo now, but I doubt they'd be able to put anything together.
They're just like, oh, he's just cat.
Yeah, he just died. Yeah, he's gone.
That makes sense that a bull would just go out by moo. I don't think Oda ever planned that, but that's the craziest covered up. If the vice admiral's like, well, he was a Yuki, so they do say moo.
To be fair, like the guy's on fire. Like if a guy like shouts "moo" while dying, I'll be like, oh, you know what? It's probably just like a death call or something. It's no big deal.
Yeah. You wouldn't like, cause like he doesn't say moo. Why are you doing this? He goes moo. He just in the middle of agonizing food. Ah, moo.
Oh, he does say E. Oh, he says E earlier, then he hits the moo.
Oh,
So he goes kind of like E.
Moo, ee, moo.
Yeah, it really does sound like a death cry. More than anything.
The vice. Imagine, Okay. This is like 4-piece now. Doberman wakes up. He's like, "That was my special move, emu," and he just names his attack the emu, and he just takes credit for it. That's from what I know about Doberman, that's not him, but I would love if Oda just like just change his character up just to claim that W. Like, yeah, I killed him. You guys better watch out too. And then in the background, he's like sweating bullets. He's like, I don't know what the fuck happened there. That wasn't me. I don't know if that's comes out when someone punches me in the face.
No, Doberman's too respectable. Like you said, he wouldn't do this. It's not in his character.
Yeah. He is kind of dumb for asking that question, though. He's a little bit like Cobra. Come on.
I don't know.
Oh, a little bit.
I wouldn't say so. It's kind of different because, like, yeah. Like, for Doberman, like, he literally works with these guys. He has a high rank. Like,
No,
I think it makes sense to ask.
He doesn't work with them. He wasn't even allowed in, because Kizaru had to taste test for poison.
Doberman was in the room with Saturn. Doberman was the one VA who was in the room with Saturn.
Yeah, but Saturn, like, out loud, didn't he say, like, you insects?
He did, but at the same time, like, it's just your quirky boss. Like, you know, sometimes
your
like,
quirky boss is crazy.
Hey, I'm a boss. Like, sometimes I call my employees insects. Like, it happens.
You know,
it's
crazy
like
how gaslighting it is to be called insects by, like, and then you see your boss turn into a spider. like the vice admiral's like, wait, the fuck, he's been calling us insects, and it's like, I get it, insects aren't bugs, whatever, but like, yeah, effectively, you know what I mean? Like, that's like the pot calling the kettle black or whatever, right? Isn't that how the term? But yeah, it's just like, it's just crazy. Anyways, let me get to, I just saw a string of super chats that I should address while we're here. Not like 4 hours later. But there's a good time to get to super chats because vice admirals, you know, all we could say off of that is
they're looking pretty good.
The 9 vice admirals. Hey,
they played a role here after all.
Yeah, you know, didn't Toki say the 9 shadows, like something about the 9 shadows that will like something that would reclaim, and it was like this vague prophecy? Maybe it was about the vice admirals, the 9 vice admirals that are now propagated forward by fate and destiny. But yeah. Okay, anime dimension. Okay. I know I'm going out of order, guys. Oh, actually, I could go in order. There's not that much to catch up. So let me do this. Lonely Mage, 21 months, visionary, appreciate you. Says, time to return to peak. Yes. It was hard for me to, I've been back home for like 2 days now. And I was like, damn, I need motivation to like get back into the editing grind. And my God, this chapter is crazy. Also, the Frankie Queen debate. I told you guys before, I'm putting a video on that tonight. Most likely that was enough motivation, but these dreams are like crack cocaine. They're like speed for me to like get motivated to make videos. So I am back. This chapter is insane. We're gonna get to the other part that like literally relates to the video that should have been out today or last week technically. the Joy Boy records, the moon theory, the cloud stuff that I've been talking about. I've been wanting to post that video, and then this chapter was like, hey Par, here's another panel and another one where they're just, hey, look at the thing that you've been talking about, literally floating into the sky using clouds. It's important. But yeah, we'll get to that. So thank you, Lonely Mage. 21 months. Visionary, that's a long ass time. Baby Pluto, 27 months. Visionary, appreciate you. Thank you. You see the new favorite card drops? I have quite a lot to say. I've been saying some stuff on Twitter, but I have a lot more to unpack based off of how the messages were propagated. It's a lot easy for misinformation to stick, and then a lot of people jumping to conclusions. And I get the conclusions, but I wanna put out other possibilities. So we're gonna talk about that later today. Alejandro Solis, $5 super chat, says the real slow and old Par is back. Reference to me taking over an hour to read the chapter. Appreciate you. Says Saturn was really the good Gorosei, trying to save data of the Void Century. I already took 4 Yorks and 1 Lilith head. Oh! We could talk about... We'll talk about this later. I want to get into order. I don't want to jump straight to the gooning. But
oh, I saw that. That was kind of funny.
Yeah. Wait, did you see my stream of when I was there?
No. But I've seen the memes of like the goon room.
Yeah. Oh, it's see, that's why I said, guys, I was speaking for the community. It wasn't me. This is a family friendly stream, and we just had to, address, reflect your guys's. All I'm saying is that, like, Shaka's saying, like, the whole thing about admiring his proportions is crazy right when you're standing right next to those bodies. A bakery section. Straight treasure chests. Booms. Talk about proportions. Anyways, we'll get to that. Ethereal with a 13 months visionary, 1 year, 1 month. Thank you, Ethereal. Thank you, Dylan. Says Saturn died like an insect. Feels great, man. Yeah, that's another way to take it. If Sai is becoming, Emu is becoming more and more like Sai, torturing insects, burning them.
Hey, Morgan, or not Morgan, I was going to say Morgan's. Emu is just being a good boss. Executive decisions are being made.
Yeah.
And I agree with the man. We need to fire more people.
Did it have to be agonizing though?
Yeah. I mean, who cares?
So
He's
inhumane.
Dying. He died in like 1 page. It's no big deal.
Let's count the pages real quick. He starts out choking. That's one panel. Starts melting and begging in the second panel. Then the third one, he starts aging. And then the fourth one, he starts withering away, and his hand, he can't even breathe anymore. He's like, ha. And then it continues 4 or 5. And then he turns into a squiggle. And then he explodes. If de-aging and being like melted wasn't enough, he explodes. Like, this is the craziest circumstance of death.
Okay. I admit it's a little bit crazy, but maybe this didn't like hurt. like on a pain level, maybe it's like a 4 out of 10, right?
So you think if I Saturn on a scale of 1 to 10, how much does it hurt? He's like, don't worry, brother, it's only a 2. Like, in the middle, like,
it's only a 2 as he's dying. He's got to keep his pride, right? His pride is a man. You gotta just say it doesn't hurt.
Yeah,
Saturn yells out, "I don't feel a thing."
The medics coming
off the doctors.
Like, I've literally seen this happen when I was in like the ER, where like someone will be like in distress, and then the ER doctor, for whatever reason, is like, how much does it hurt? And it's like, let him breathe first. And so it's like the medics are coming in and they're sad, how much does it hurt? And then he's dying, he can't even get a word out, but you see the skeleton, and it just is holding up a 2.
He died with his fingers up, it just says 2.
And the medics are like, yep, shit, I guess it didn't hurt. Do you need morphine for that one? Ah, damn, it's not enough for morphine. Like, oh my god. I listen. This we talked about this a lot. This will be like memeified. This is in the Hall of Fame of memes for sure. Um, good, bad, funny, great. I think like if we made fun of Kid in death, we are like I think not we, but like people will definitely have a good laugh looking back on Egghead when Saturn appears and the oh my god, who's when Jinbei's like oh my god, who's that hockey, when Lucci's just like that hockey's ominous, and it's Saturn, he shows up, and then for him to just like go out like this is just crazy hilarious. But anyways, hey, listen, Sai, if you're on the boat that this is a two on the pain scale death, it involves like burning to death, getting the life sucked out, and exploding. uh, I'm with you. Yep, it's there. Not many people die with their corpse intact. Yeah, he can have an
like
open casket burial.
Do you think they're gonna still think that Saturn's alive? Like, imagine next time we see the VAs, they're just like lugging around his dead body.
Bro,
like, hey, we got Saint Saturn here.
Bro, like the way I looked at it was like Oda was just like Oda really didn't want us to think that off screen he was regenerating. Because imagine he gave us the skeleton and like, or he didn't give us the skeleton. Like people would be like, oh, it's fine, he's regenerating. He's invincible. He's immortal, guys. And like we would have to fight that, right? And like and the thing is, the truth of it is we wouldn't really know. But Oda's like, no, he is dead. He is so dead. How many times have I shown you the corpse of the skeleton on the ground?
Okay, hear me out. When we see the skeleton last, he does rattle and clatter. So there is a chance that he's still alive. You know, Saturn's gonna get up and he's gonna walk it off.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, Emu just gave him a slap on the wrist, right?
Bro.
You know what's crazy though? Like the fact that Tosa, the man who has like the 10-finger Shagan that can rip apart steel, is kind of shocked by the fact that a skeleton's here, considering the amount of dead bodies he's laid in his wake, right?
I like how you open up the door for like Tosa slander unironically. We didn't need to do this. But doesn't that mean he's a fraud then? He's scared by a single skeleton?
No, maybe he's just afraid that the skeleton is still alive because Saturn's gonna walk this off tomorrow.
Oh, that's
he's never seen a zombie before.
Hey, imagine like a world where Brook, like his body breaks and then he just possesses Saturn's body. That'd be kind of cool. It's a good conditioned body, right?
It really is. Like, it's so pristine. Like, do you think he's like I was about to say werewolf, Wolverine, where like his bones are adamantium?
Maybe. Like there's
like yeah, Wolverine's body, man. It's you can't really destroy it.
It's also huge. Because Saturn was already like mega big.
Huge.
Saturn was big. He was like.
Yeah, Saturn, was he big?
Yeah, Saturn was like 12 feet tall or something.
Is he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Are all the Gorsei like massive?
Let me look it up. How tall is Saint Saturn? Oh, his height's not listed. Okay.
Okay, but like look at another Gorsei. They're huge. They're massive.
Are they?
Yeah.
I feel like the only one that's massive is like Jupiter and Marcus.
Well,
like Warkari is definitely like the short man of the group, right? Like he's like maybe like 5'2" or something.
Yeah, but he wide body. You got that wide body kid.
That doesn't count though. You can't take your width and add it to your height.
But they're massive still. I'm pretty sure they're huge.
Okay, I'm looking at the page where like they're all lined up, not lined up, but the page where like we get all their names, and Saturn's among the smallest. Obviously, it's a perspective thing, so you can't really tell. I need them standing side by side.
Yeah,
do we have like a picture of that?
Oh, maybe Kizaru next to Saturn. Do we get that?
Oh wait. The Neo Mads cover page. Saturn is a little bit taller than Venus. Venus is the shortest. but he's
Oh
also
yeah,
hunchback.
yeah. Venus is also like the
He's
most
hunched
normal
over.
looking dude too. Like he's
Well,
not
okay,
even
to,
dressed up.
to be fair though, like Saturn and Venus are like almost the same height.
Okay, but how tall is
Yeah.
Venus?
You just said Venus is normal size. So I mean,
I
I'm,
didn't
I'm
know.
gonna
I
use
said
your words,
normal
brother.
looking normal. Hey, wait, if you're gonna use my words, quote me correct. I said normal looking dude. But
Okay,
how
oh,
tall
okay,
are
okay.
they?
How about this? How about this? In the page with Cobra, they're like the same height. Like if Cobra just stood up, I think he'd be like their level.
This is
I don't think the
1085.
Gorsei are that tall. Wait, Akainu and the Gorsei. Let me see. Let me see.
Do we really not have their heights?
Akainu's like the same height as Jupiter. I don't know, but it's a perspective thing again. And
Yeah,
Akainu is
I'm looking at the
super large.
Gorosei Cobra one. That's perspective in my opinion too, because like Oda's literally putting us at like the chair upward perspective, looking up at the throne, and then on the side they're like towering over, but we don't know how big that is. Are they big? I thought they were huge.
I mean, if I go back to like the God Valley thing, like even Kid Kuma's like half the size of Saturn, and he was a kid buccaneer at the time.
Yeah, but
So
Kid
I feel like
Kuma's
he might just
big.
be like a regular
Yeah, but
sized
hold on.
adult,
Kid
maybe
Kuma
like a
was
little bit
big.
bigger.
Kid
Oh
Kuma's
yeah, no, no,
huge.
yeah, yeah. I think that's why it's a good comparison because he's
Oh,
half the size. Yeah,
okay. So,
yeah.
so
Like because Kuma was still really young at the time. But yeah, we need some Gorsei heights out here, man.
yeah, yeah. No
Oh,
wide, but
oh, 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 oh. Here's a good one. When Saturn's eating the
yeah.
hot dog looks very normal in his hand.
Yeah, but we don't know the size of the Luffy. All right, go to
Okay,
Luffy.
why would there be like a massive hot dog in the world of One Piece?
Luffy literally is eating one right now. Like a two. I mean, there's a giant one, but also like.
Well, it's an Elbaf ship, right? This is a marine ship. Like, if Saturn's not eating this hot dog, it'd be like a regular marine eating the hot dog. Like, imagine that same hot dog in Doberman's
How
hands.
tall is Garp? Isn't Garp like 12 feet tall?
Garp, let me see.
Like I'm pretty sure they're taller than Garp, right? Or like as tall as Garp.
Garp is 9 feet tall.
9 feet tall. That I mean, okay, that's kind of big. It's kind of big. All I'm gonna say.
Wait, have we seen Garp standing beside the Gorsei?
No, I'm just saying that like as a perspective, right? When we were saying like normal people, people think that Garp isn't that big. All right, people are saying Garp is not 12 feet tall. 9 feet tall isn't normal either, guys. Like Garp is huge compared to like 5 foot Luffy. Okay, Shanks and Luffy are
Yeah,
5 foot tall.
is
Garp is
Kaido out
double Luffy.
there?
Yeah, but Kaido is a
What do you mean by
dragon Oni.
normal?
What I'm saying is Garp as a normal human is 9 feet tall. He's literally double Luffy. That's what
Okay,
I'm getting at. That's
I will
huge to
say this.
me.
Okay.
To me,
I want
that's
to meet you in the
huge.
middle. Saturn is 6'5". How about that?
No, he's
No,
not 6 foot.
hold the pole. Hold the pole.
He's not 6 foot tall. No shot,
Hold the
bro.
pole. Hold the pole. You got to put a pole up here. We need to settle this once and for all.
I mean, what am I polling
The
though?
big problem is normal. She's no giant. Is Saturn below 6 feet, 6 to 9, or plus 9? I think Saturn is 6 to 9. I don't think he's over 9. Polls don't favor you. They always favor me. What are you talking about? I have an amazing track record with polls. My God, if I ran for presidency, I'd probably win. 6 to 9 feet tall. Come on, guys. Don't disappoint.
That crazy
Don't disappoint.
bias is so. You literally said right before it goes 6 to 9 is my opinion, guys.
I'm just saying. I mean, I just gotta say it out there, you know. I did the math. He's 3 feet. See, yeah, it's not even for the memes. I think 6 to 9 is pretty logical. It's not a rigged poll. I mean, It is what it is, right? Like when you go voting, you know, sometimes you maybe just whisper some subliminal messages into your, you know, the people's ears
How
and
tall
just
is
tell
for
them who to vote for.
Garland?
How tall is for Garland?
Yeah.
Oh, for Garland's kind of tall, dude. I think for Garland's like, let me see. Do we have a height before I say like a random number? Yeah, we don't got it. You know, I'm gonna say this. For Garland's regular sized. I'm gonna take back my answer. I think for Garland's like a solid 6'5" or something.
All right, you know what? I put it up on screen. In this chapter, we have it where for Garland is as tall as Mars or whoever's standing. Is it Mars or Jupiter? Mars. They're literally.
It could be perspective. Maybe the camera's
What do
tilted
you
a little bit.
perspective?
No, the camera could be tilted a
The
little bit. Maybe it's
background
like,
is level. It's level. The background
is
is
it level? Okay. It's not level. Look at the far left arch. It's a little bit higher than the other arches. So there is like a little perspective shift favoring the right side.
That is the crazy. Sai is literally crippling his own eyesight to say that. He's like, the left side is a pixel taller. It's like, bro,
Hey.
you got some 14, 13 vision going on. Like, I don't even.
Hey, I'm sorry, man.
Tilt
I can
shift
see
going on.
I can see the curvature of the earth. I can see the curvature of the room as well. Like it's definitely tilted.
Yeah, your ass is like, Par, don't you know that the elder planets, of course they have their own gravitational pull in this room. Their aura is so heavy it's tilting the thing. That's why it's warping. The earth is flat, Par. Stupid ass.
Hey. The polls favor mine. They say 6-9. That's the will of the people, Par. What can I say?
Yeah. All I'm gonna say is, where earlier when I was saying huge, right? I think that's where it's like people are like, Part, he's not Kaido or Big Mom. Yeah, I'm like, to me, Garp is huge. Like, because the reason why I say Garp is huge is because like apparently he's related to Luffy, and Luffy's like 5 foot tall, and then Garp is just 10 feet tall. Like, when do we get to normal human Whitebeard Garp height? And then it's like, isn't that the same thing with Shanks? Like, Garland is like 10 feet tall, whatever Mars is, and then Shanks is just like 5 foot tall too. So it's like, or what, 199 centimeters, whatever that is, right? I think that just got or no, was that Mihawk? I forget. So that's what that's where you're going at.
Actually, Shanks is almost 7 feet tall.
Is he really?
Yeah, dude. Well, not almost. He's 6'5", 6'6".
Damn, he be packing too. That's crazy.
Yeah, he grew a lot, dude.
Yeah, wait, was he
4'4" to 6'6"?
Wait, what? He went from 4'4" to 6'6"? What do you mean?
Yeah, but to be fair, when he was 4 feet tall, he was 13 years old.
Oh.
He might have hit a growth spurt in between.
No,
I'm not too sure, but
I thought you meant chapter
I think
one. Chapter one, Shanks.
Yeah, no. 4'4" is pretty average height.
That would make Higuma's name makes the mountain. Yeah, it's a Shanks who's 4'4". I'm so sorry. Hold on. There was a super chat. Anime Dimension, if you're still here, I said I would read yours first, and then I wouldn't delay like 3 hours to get to yours. And then I ended up delaying like 3 hours to get yours because there was like 4 super chats. I'm going to read to your super chat now. I'm so sorry, Anime Dimension. Anime Dimension with the $10 super chat. Part 1. Blackbeard's journey is similar to Luffy. He started as underdog and became Yonko, and he is getting stronger with low risk, like getting Whitebeard Devil Fruit when he is weaker. Okay. Anime Dimension $10 super chat said part 2. So we always thought he will get the Octopus Zoan, define we. My theory is the Devil Fruit Yami Yami no Mi is like the darkness as a soul, and Emu transformation is depicted as darkness reincarnation. Now, Anime Dimension $20 super chat, thank you, said part 3. So in Final War, Luffy defeats Emu. Then Blackbeard becomes Then Blackbeard comes in and steals devil fruit, steals his devil fruit, and becomes stronger. If this happens, we cannot even imagine how much stronger he becomes. And Luffy has to become stronger than Joy Boy. Do you think Emu has a devil fruit?
No, that's why I can't agree. But I like the idea though, right? But as far as Emu goes, I really don't feel like Emu or any of the Gorosei or Holy Knights have devil fruits.
I agree with that. But to the like on the last super chat, the counter thing doesn't counter your theory. It just I think that Blackbeard might be able to affect their powers regardless of devil fruit.
Yeah.
Um
Because Blackbeard's power is kind of abstract. He could just like pull anything in.
yeah, and when we look
So
at
even if it's not
Saturn's
devil fruit, it could work.
when we see Saturn getting like exercised here, it's like darkness is leaving his body, like you're saying. And so like I don't see why Blackbeard wouldn't be able to like melt. Like, you know, that's what's crazy about how Saturn died. I'm looking at it like is that shadows? Is that well like it seems like something on that front, maybe hockey, whatever. And regardless of what it is, like Blackbeard can suck that. Pause. But like I feel like Blackbeard might be their kryptonite. You know what I mean? Like I could eat like now that I've seen how Saturn died, I could see Blackbeard going zah and just grabbing one of the Gorosei by the back of their head and just melting him into a skeleton.
Hey, they better not go outside then.
like
They better stay home then, right?
yeah, like with Blackbeard on the front, like, and here's the other thing. This could be why, and this is the premise of my shadows theory, but could be why the first hit that the Gorosei ever put out on a singular person for their like we know why Robin had a hit was because of O'Hara, right? But Moria was the main person after Marineford. They ordered Doflamingo and the Pacifists to go after Moria. And it seemed like it was because he was too weak or his devil fruit. But now, given the way they died, imagine Moria took out their shadow or something, like the Gorosei shadow. Like, would it not be similar to this? Like, we've seen what happens when, like, Moria takes someone's shadow and they go out to sun. They like literally melt. Yeah, their corpse doesn't stay, but maybe that difference is less so on the front of like, you know, like it not being the same power, but rather that like the Gorosei are special, or there's something about celestial dragons, or Emu's power is a little bit different than Moria's. But it could be that hey, they targeted Moria, who controls darkness to a certain extent. Blackbeard is a major antagonist. Like I could easily see with or without devil fruit powers being intertwined with the Gorosei and Emu, the rest of what you're saying applies. And I would go back to like my Blackbeard video and I would say like, yeah, like I've definitely fathomed the idea of Blackbeard being the last final villain, and the final villain in the sense of like he absorbs everything. Anything that was in Luffy's path, he takes in and it becomes him, and he utilizes it to like to the nth degree in the most evil way. I can 100% see Blackbeard doing that. And just to jump off of that point, like it makes it really curious where Katarina Devon fits into the story now, because we had talked about it. Like Sai and I had talked about like later Chin, thank you for being here. But we talked about like given Saturn's portrayal in Egghead, it would make sense for him to die. But we didn't think like at the time as like in the scope of combat. Like Luffy pancakes him and eats him or something. Like somehow he dies so that we don't have to deal with his portrayal later on. It would be better for his character later on and all this stuff. We talked about this to a tiring amount. And now that we got it, it's interesting because then we have Katarina Devon who has his power or has his form. And it's like even more curious what Blackbeard will do with that. Because like Emu knows they killed Saturn, and Saturn, like the Gorosei should know that Saturn's dead. So then like what is Devon using that? Is that power simply just for the authority chip? Like like that probably still stands, right? Like we don't know how the authority chip is activated, but if it's voice activated and they have Saturn's voice, at least Blackbeard can control the Seraphim. Like I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah, but like, are they even after that, right? Because like if they wanted the Seraphim, they could have just taken them while they were on the island. Like, why wait for later? Like
I,
maybe whatever they wanted Saturn's transformation for, they already got it done. Or maybe the world government doesn't print the news that Saturn actually died. And then Devon's transformation is still good around the world, but just not at the Holy Land.
how about that's an interesting thing, right? Like, do you think that because hey, they could say Joy Boy or Luffy killed a Gorosei member. Do you think they give him that stock or no?
Um, I don't know if they would. I feel like they have so many bigger fish to fry. Like the PR right now is just already in the mud.
Yeah,
Like I feel like they could just pretend like this never happened.
they should.
Like maybe just address it later after the war. If I mean, obviously they're not gonna win, but like,
Bro, they need a godhead of marketing.
the godhead of marketing.
Their marketing is terrible. Like the worst. I don't know.
I would say so. Yeah. If their marketing was good, then they would have like a lot more world government operatives.
Yeah, like what's the point of justice? What's the godhead of justice doing when there's a fleet admiral and the navy?
Well, I mean, those are titles that were probably there like 900 years ago, right? Definitely
Yeah.
outdated.
But like
So I
also
bet like back then those were like super needed.
but also in this chapter, it's like, hey Garland, you have no qualifications, but we're gonna put York under you. So like it feels like the titles are meaningless, but they're still being upheld somewhere. And like I feel like that's applicable to the other ones, which is
Oh yeah.
interesting.
I think Emu's just, riding the wave of like when like the good old days. Like maybe Emu knew
Finances.
people like a long time ago that had those titles, and then he was just like, "Hey, I don't want to get rid of these titles. You can take over."
Hey Par, do you think Mu as Saturn's last word was just like a hail? Nah. Nah. I don't think it was like a pray. I think he was genuinely agonizing. And like from my perspective, I don't think Saturn recognized that he was gonna die, which is on my side also a demerit to Saturn. Like again, like for me, if I was Saturn and the moment that robot shows up, I'm dying. I'm dead. I'm no better than Vegapunk. I'm worse than Vegapunk, if anything. Because like Vegapunk didn't like it's not a direct order from Emu that he just betrayed. Like Saturn literally said the scientist was like, hey, we were ordered to destroy it, and he said, "Fuck that. I want to see the future, baby."
let's leave it alone for 200 years. Maybe we'll get something out of it.
Which
A
okay,
200-year long project where it ends up in a scrapyard is kind of insane, though.
let's talk about that, dude. Like he said, study this thing, had 200 years, and like Vegapunk came on and said nobody did anything, right? Like,
Yeah, they just put it in the scrapyard. That was it.
but the island was uninhabited. Vegapunk had to build that island from bottom up. What did Saturn do? What progress did he? He had 200 years. So if you gave me 200 years, if I gave you 200 years, I would at least have like a mecha. Like I would at least have like some kind of my own, like like I don't know.
The craziest part is that the Gorosei should have like more information than Vegapunk as well. So like, Vegapunk probably didn't know about like the Mother Flame or anything that happened with the Void Century, but I'm sure Saturn could have like asked or like, look at some records up in his Holy Land and just say, "Ah, yes, this is probably how the robot functioned."
Yeah, like the fact that Vegapunk on his own be like, by my calculations, this seems to be from the Void Century. And then Saturn goes, this has to be from the future. Or this has to be for the future.
Yeah.
Like his brain could not connect, like, when was this built? Like, you know what I mean? Like the simplest.
What's going on with this?
Yeah, like where did this come from?
Do you think if you were to ask Emu, like Emu would do the same thing that he did to Doberman here? Like he's like, "Hey Emu, about that robot, like what do you think what do you think is going on with them?" And then Emu just like sets him on fire.
I think Emu would just slaughter everybody, right?
I don't know. Like Emu's really only afraid of Joy Boy. So as long as Emmett doesn't whip out the rope, I think Saturn might get a pass.
No, but I mean, like, I feel like, okay, so like the thing that I liked about Emu in this chapter is that they are quicker than me. You know what I mean? Like, me and you, we were like, oh yeah, Saturn dies. We thought he would like did we even see him talk to Emmett?
Oh no.
Yeah, like Emu just didn't even let like a chapter go by. Like we're in the transitional part of the thing. We're not move. We don't have any objectives. Emu said, "No, I don't got time for this bullshit." They already replaced. Like that's to me
The
that's the
minute
most
Garling
disrespectful.
accepted the promotion, it was essentially done. That's all he was waiting for.
Yeah, yeah. Like how disrespectful. It's like you got fired, but when you got fired and kicked out of your office, you also see your desk being sat at by somebody else. Like
Oh, wait. Here's a good one. I wonder if that marine ship's gonna be haunted now. Imagine the ghost of Saturn just like walking
the
around, just like
ghost,
scaring people.
the ghost of Saturn. Yeah, it's like Brooke. He just
Yeah. Just like Saturn's ghost is just like hovering around the ship. Maybe he becomes like the mast or something, the Cloboterman of the ship. That'd be some huge stuff.
Saturn. Do you think we're gonna get Saturn back?
No,
I pray we don't.
I think we'll get more. Maybe we'll get more of Saturn like in a flashback, but I think he's done though.
Hedge Man says our actual planet Saturn will lose its rings this year. Oh,
I saw that. Yeah,
no way that's real.
that is real. Also, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Saturn's rings will seemingly disappear from view in 2025. They'll be invisible. They won't disappear. They'll be invisible to us. They'll be out of sight. That's wild. That's wild. Wait. Actually, hold on. Oh. In 100 million years, they might actually lose all of its rings. See, this is what always happens. NASA posts something, and then like the news articles like just post the most unhinged rationalization and extrapolation of information like ever. They'll run with, oh, it'll disappear, whatever, from sight, not in 100 million years. Like, that's crazy. I hate Morgans, big news Morgans. But yeah, 2025 apparently, I guess it'll be in a way that we will never be able to see it again, which is like the rings. We'll never be able to see the rings again. It's crazy. Um, are the raw dog Gabby? I appreciate you so much for referring to my. Yeah, use my raw dogs however you please. Raw dogs, assemble! Are the raw dogs here? If so, can you clarify if Moo is translated the same way Mo was translated in chapter 1070? Ooh, that'd be interesting. That would be interesting. What size gone? Let me read this one. Growth Stonks $5 super chat says VP did not create the Mother Flame, chapter 1099. Kuma met Hardis, connected him with Vegapunk. It's why Egghead changed when Punk Hazard stayed the same for 30 years. Wait, Vegapunk did not create the Mother Flame? Wait, do you mean the Cloud stuff? Growth Songs, do you mean the Cloud stuff? Because the Mother Flame, I think, is separate from Hardis. Is Sai coming back? Yeah, he just need to go PP. At this rate, it's poo-poo, but... Growth Songs, if you hear it, let me know. Because the one thing about the Cloud stuff, if you meant the Cloud stuff, like Vegapunk did not create the Cloud stuff, which that I can agree to, because that's connected to Hardis. Egghead changed when Punk Hazard stayed the same. The only difference is that, according to Vegapunk, he said that he always, whatever he did to Egghead, he always planned to do it to Punk Hazard. He said that in chapter, I think, 1100 or 1101. He said to Stussy. So he's like, wow, things are moving so fast. And he's like, yeah, these are the blueprints I had planned for Punk Hazard. So, that's a big thing. I don't think that necessarily changes my perspective on the cloud stuff, but I do agree that Hardest is more important than not, and it makes the current situation really interesting. I don't understand if Edison and the voices of the other video are connected to Lilith or not. They are. No, that's who Lilith was listening to. It seems like it. Well, I'm gonna get to that very soon. When Sai comes back, we'll talk about that. Citizen with the $5 super chat says, since Saturn is linked to Emu, what if Devon transforms into Emu instead, and that's how we get the reveal? No, but I don't think that's how we get Emu reveal, but that logic is cracked. Because what if Saturn's body is like special, right? What if when Devon transforms into Saturn, what if she gains a telepathy? And then she can hear into the conversations. Maybe she can hear Emu. That would be kind of crazy. If Devon could do that, that would be insane. And that, ooh, there's a lot to it more than that. I don't think the Emu straight up, but Citizen, I think that you might be on a solid track there, where if Devon transforms into Saturn, it might be that she could tap into like the Gorosei force or whatever. Only valid use of Devon I've heard yet. Yeah, I think that would be, because information gathering, tracking, I think that might be the play there. Yeah, Argonaut, I don't know. Now that Saturn is fired, how is the naming going to work? I don't know. Is it just for Garland? Is he Saturn or is he Moon? Because he has a moon head. Imagine calling him Saturn. And then, like, what? Do we just give him a different haircut? What if Devon cannot transform anymore because Saturn's dead? So that seems to be there's pushback because she transformed into Absalom and Absalom was dead, right? We haven't gotten that confirmed, but they did. We're like, yeah, we saw his corpse. So if they did kill him, extracted his devil fruit, gave it to Shiryu, and then Devon transformed into him while he was dead. So then that would allow a situation where even when Saturn's dead, you can transform into them. What if the Punk Hazard incident never happened? So we'll have gotten everything sooner. And if the incident never happened, then would Vegapunk never learn about the Void Sentry? I think Vegapunk knew about the Void Sentry prior. He's been preparing. That's why I think the Egghead plan to float the island was a Punk Hazard thing. He said that, but they also say it here too, where it's like the clouds will be useful for the sinking. Why would Vegapunk want to float his brain? It's because he was preparing, which means he knew that the world is sinking way prior, 4 years ago, prior on Egghead, prior than on Punk Hazard. The only thing is that he didn't have confirmation. It was all theoretical. It wasn't until Lucia happened that he was able to record a definitive reaction to ancient weapon level technology, power, and his mother flame, and the result of the world sinking, that allowed him to then confirm a theory that yes, everything that I read in the Poneglyph around the sinking stuff, that's probably true. Witheria to Elbaf, yes. I think Witheria and Elbaf are going to be very linked. Mainly because Hardis is from Burka. I'm not gonna say anything more. I've talked about it a little bit here and there, but I think that part's important. Devil fruits an object is so grossly underutilized. Imagine shooting a bullet and it turns into an elephant. I agree. Declan, I'm with you. I hope to pray we find that out. Hold on, let me pour some more water. Damn, I need a snack. I'm a little hungry. Hold on, let me. I don't know why I'm so hungry. Let's see if these aren't stale. Give me a second. I think some flavor. Mmm. No, not stale. Wow. That hits a spot. Sorry. I had lunch too. Before stream. I'm just a hungry boy. Been yapping. MoCal. Gotta check out my Pluton video. We've been on that sauce. Clouds are important. Clouds are important. Go check out these videos. These two in particular. I'm gonna link them in the stream even. I'm gonna link them in the stream. Like when the stream ends, I'll link them directly. These two videos. I'm literally, this video is being referenced in the video tomorrow. Like half of the videos in tomorrow's thing. Now I could just like, I might as well just repost the entire whole video. Well, let me just check my audio levels so that, because I need to get some food in me. Let me just double check on Syv. Peaced out. Let me just double check. Wait, are you coming back? Yo, pardon, 50/50, you're talking about granola brand? Robert Irvine bars from Costco. Those, they're really good. I'm trying to eat them again because I'm exercising. Wait, leaked? Oh, DMs? Is Zai crying on the toilet now? You just watched the episode. Oh yeah, the 50/50 is back. Shouts out that. What purpose do you feel like the 4 liquor bridges have? I think it's a family. The thing is, Sai and I had a conversation, I think it's recorded, where Sai thinks that the Garland family are like werewolves. And then I brought up the point that the Shanks' entire naming scheme are liquor. So then the Tequila Wolf, like that's really interesting. And it could be that the Garland family is the one that is spearheading the bridge part being built. It wouldn't be like that would fit with my Godfather Shanks theory too, in a weird way. But the Garland family being related to that could be that. I really like that idea, honestly. Its wolf is a sound. There's also San Juan wolf. That's true. I'm pretty sure he said like Mihawk's side is Dracula's, and then Shank's side is werewolves. Yeah. Keshav, there like now it's crazy because now we know that there's four. There's four of them. So that's like wild. That's wild that that exists in like reality. That we have four of these bridges. We only knew that there was two, or not two, one tequila. Um, but yeah, theory that doesn't have any legs. That Emu is a Tiamat, a Babylonian personification of salt water. That's interesting. Yeah, one for each blue apparently. Growth Stonks, $5 super chat says the Maxim uses the same Birkin tech as the Cloft and the same anti-gravity technology used to float the Vega Force 1. The difference is the power source. Yeah, the power source being a nail. Zamdi Al. Yep, Punk Records goes to the moon. That would be. Let me just say. Watch this video, guys. Watch this video. Look at. Hey, is that Par drawing Punk Records as a moon? Huh. That's crazy. This was 2 years ago. Oh my god, is that Par's big brain hockey? That's wild. Who would have thunk? But yeah. If Sai does not respond in a few minutes, I'm probably gonna call it there. I am still tired. I'm a little sick. Gotta take care of the kid too. But I did want to bring up some other stuff in the chapter. Like let me just rerun some things. Let me just for my own sake. Stussy. Sai comes back, we can talk about Stussy. This one's not too big of a deal. Oh, hey, Hattori being here. Interesting if that's Lafitte. Hashtag the last conversation we had, or last video talking about Lafitte's whereabouts. Not saying it's Hattori. I'm just saying that it's not the worst possibility. Anything crazy here? No, we talked about this part. Talked about that part. We talked about this. Off-brand $2 super chat says Oda as producer equals album of the year. K Dot as feature. Yeah, this last few chapters have been crazy, absolutely bonkers. Absolutely
All right,
bonkers.
I am back. Sorry about that.
All good. Damn, right on time.
Perfect.
Yeah, I leaked.
I need
leaked
to
our
eat more
DMs.
fiber, man. Did you guess it?
Yeah, the poo poo.
Yeah, dude, I got IBS. It's raging.
Yeah, I just needed some snacks, but I read through some of the super chats. I said I was gonna bring one up when you were here. Oh, Citizen, $5 super chat. I believe this is the one. Said, since Saturn is linked to Emu, what if Devon transforms into Emu instead? And that's how we get the Emu review. And I said, I don't really think the Emu part, but what if Devon changing into Saturn allows Devon to use the telepathy that Saturn has? Like the mind, like just the body connection of being able to hear what they're saying, or just like what Emu's saying, that kind of thing. Because that would be a
Like
cracked,
eavesdrop.
yeah, that would be a cracked like version. It'd be low key as if like you were able to recover like a Vegapunk corpse and then you like were them. You'd be able to tap into Punk Records, right? So it's like it's kind of like that, just in a different way.
Yeah.
And it would fit like Blackbeard's like motifs of figuring stuff out and having like information and stuff like that, you know?
the biggest question is like, did Devon and Blackbeard know about that beforehand, or is this just like a happy accident, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think if they get the information part, that would be a happy accident. To me, like, so earlier you said like, why didn't they just take the Seraphims off of the island on Egghead, right? That's what you're talking about before?
Yeah.
And like at the time it's like crazy, but the way I was looking at it is that Blackbeard just wanted a deterrent. Like if he learned anything from Kobe, it was that people have commands over them, and that as long as he doesn't have to fight them, that's what he wants, right? So him seeing Kobe have the commands, maybe he got the information out of him, and then he sent Devon over or whatever. And so the mission, like if he stole the memories from Kobe via Pudding, where Kobe knows the hierarchy, then boom, like now Blackbeard goes, hey Devon, go get the highest authority you can get, which would be Vegapunk. And then when Saturn shows up, mission accomplished, because it's like, oh, this just happens to be the highest thing. We didn't think that you guys came down, but look at that. It worked out perfectly. So in that light, they didn't know that the Gorosei would come. But if their mission was to get like the highest authority, it would lean into why Saturn was ended up being their only target. That's kind of where I'm at with that. And then like whatever they get from that, that could be, because like Devon even says something like, I wonder what crazy powers or whatever abilities, like when she touched him, didn't she say that? She said like, I wonder what craziness will come from this, or something like that. It could be that there's a lot of happy actions that come from that.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder how Devon tested out. Do you think she just like transforms in her room and is like, oh, let me see what this is all about real quick?
Imagine how tragic it would be if we just see Saturn, like Devon was testing it out like right now, and Devon died as well. Like it just
Devon catches on fire, yeah.
just catching literally the hardest catching strays ever. Of like, I wonder what this power does. And just fucking dies on the side. That'd be crazy. But yeah.
Ooh, what if she activates the power and then Emu just revokes it right away?
Yeah, like that. Boom.
Hey, get out of here.
Stop that. I'd like to see
this
what
isn't for you.
value that there's gonna be to Devon in having that power. Sai, what's your take on the Celestial Dragon shooting the chef?
I mean, the guy's dead. I mean, like, we didn't know him. Like, it's no big deal.
You want to know something crazy though?
Shooting the chef, no biggie. I say do it. He deserved it.
The panel before that,
if he was a true chef, he would have cut off his own arm and fed it to the Celestial Dragons. So I think he's a bad chef overall. Zeph would disapprove.
Yeah, and
Zeph would rather die than let somebody starve.
Sai, want me to make that strip of panels worse for you?
Go for it.
The panel before, I predicted with none other than my Kong video. I said that during the food shortage, they're gonna have to supplement using fish, because if Kong's aquarium is truly there, then that means that that's their only source of food. That random aquatic body of water that they have within the red line. And that was all in the Kong video. People said, Par, don't make a Kong video. Par, I will unsubscribe if you make a Kong video. Listen, guys, that Kong video predicted that panel where the guy ordered beef and he got salmon. Listen, I think a lot of people would be upset if they ordered red meat and got some random fish, right? And it might not even be fresh fish. We don't even know. But the point is like, how is fish that accessible if the water, the whole point of the chapter is, oh, they're that high up because they're so far from the water, they're safe, and then fish is their only accessible food? Well, no, Kong's aquarium is there in the red line, within the red line, and there's volcanoes, there's a kraken, there's whales, there's sharks. So they're fishing in Kong's aquarium, and I said that in that video. So shout outs to another W. People are like, yo, Par, your videos are so useless. It's like, damn.
Well, look at you now.
Yeah, look at you now.
On your face.
Yeah,
the
look at that.
Celestial Dragons eating fish.
Boom, right
you
here.
Beef.
Red lie. Yeah, why? Because the red meat is a red lie because they're serving fish for food. Who does that? So would you be upset? No, you like seafood. But like
I like seafood a lot.
if you ordered a filet mignon and someone came out with like a cod, a slab of cod, would you be upset?
Not really. I'm pretty easygoing. If a server gives me like the wrong food, I'll be like, hey, do you not have the right one? Okay, I'll eat it.
Dang, you really like seafood. I would
Yeah,
leave.
I think I'm just too nice too.
Someone ordered if I ordered filet mignon, like what? Like
As long as I have to pay for the filet mignon, yeah, I don't mind.
oh yeah, okay, okay. See, I was like, where's the Asian? What happened? Did like Judge interact with the lineage factors? What happened here?
Nah, dude, I'm not like, I don't know. I'm just too easy. I think it's because I've worked at a lot of restaurants that I just kind of know what it's like. So it's like, yeah, if they ran out, it's no big deal. But also,
Yeah,
you don't like fish, right?
yeah. I mean, I ate seafood over the weekend. At Anime NYC. It was great. Salmon.
I like to imagine you were crying every bite.
Nah, it was good. It was good. But I feel like the next time this is the reason, guys, is because I'm like a RPG character or whatever, where I take like I get retribution if I eat seafood. Then the next time step in a body of water, fish congregate around me, and that power grows the more I eat seafood. Um, and so yeah, like the last time I stepped in a body of like an ocean, whales came, very close to us, and it was on shore. They almost beached themselves. It's true. It's documented. And yeah, so me personally, I don't mess with whales. You guys can mess with whales. Me, I'm not. You know, it's just not it. So yeah, yeah, it's a crazy thing. Yeah, I'm Aquaman if I was like the illegitimate and dumb child that could not control the powers and was like deathly afraid of the water also because like I
You
could
could be
swim.
like Jason Momoa's son.
Isn't Jason Momoa's son? What did he do? Like
He's
wait,
Aquaman.
Jason Momoa's son?
Well, yeah, like so Jason Momoa's Aquaman, and then you're like his son.
Oh, I thought you meant like his son got the role of like Aquaman or his son. I was like, wait, that's crazy casting right
Oh,
there.
dude, I cannot pronounce his son's name. Yeah,
But
I'm just gonna exit out of that one. Jason Momoa's he's playing Minecraft though. Yeah, Minecraft movie.
nice. Yeah, so
Yeah, yeah, it looks awful.
yeah, I have no opinion on that, but yeah, just clarifying. I could swim, but the ocean is my biggest fear. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. We talked about it before. Um
Do you think you'd be able to survive like in a life of pi situation?
a life of pi situation? Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean like in a survive like it like I am very apprehensive of the ocean. I don't like fold. You know what I mean? Like it's not like oh the water's all around. I don't that doesn't happen to me. It's more like if someone told me like, "Hey, 30 days in the middle of the ocean or 30 days on in the middle of like a forest." I'm picking forest. I'm not picking
Yeah,
the
forest
ocean.
just makes the most sense, right?
Yeah, yeah. And like that it's just yeah, like that there's no there yeah like listen, I don't trust other people like I used to like boat, you know, like I my god, in the state I lived in, it would be that your boat license is permanent, so if you and you could get it at the age of 12, so that would mean that you never have to renew it. You get it at the age of 12 and you're good for life. That was the rules back then. And I don't know if they changed that, but all I know is that my brother still has his license for it. And I'm like, that's crazy. I piloted the boat. I was the one who maintained the boat way better than he did. I took the test not for him, but like with him. I was just too young. And like, I doubt my brother remembers half that shit now. But he has a license for it and I don't. So like, I don't trust people on water. And that's a state that regulates the water more carefully, I feel like, than most other states. But besides that, you know, back to the chapter. Um, um, we talked about the Gorsei, we talked about the things, the people, but the glaring thing in the room that I want to talk about before we end this, and obviously we'll talk more about this on the podcast, is the appearance of Gargon.
Gargon. Oh,
Vegapunk edition.
Sorry, it's Gagon, Par.
Gagon.
Yeah, it's Gagon.
Gagon these nuts. Okay, what do you think? How do you feel about Gagon Vegapunk edition?
Yeah, it's not the body I would go for, right?
Yeah.
Like with all the body parts that they have in there, like I don't know why they chose just one from each saddle. I mean, I guess it makes sense, so they're kind of represented, but I don't know. Like I feel like there's better ways to make yourself look, right? Like this isn't. Is this it? Is this what they're gonna stop with?
I was shocked because, like, at the start, the first thing I saw was the bubbles with the faces, and I was like, oh my god, they're back. And I was just reading that, and I was like, I'm prepared, they're back. And then I'm like, how did Edison get from the cloud all the way up? I was like so confused about that, the York progression.
Yeah.
And now I know it wasn't like Edison, it was some this bastardized version, this weird, creepy, tall version. This is literally the trench coat kid Blackbeard theory that, like, was it Blackbeard's not... Wait, was it Blackbeard?
Trench coat kid theory. What, like a sexual molester? What?
Yeah, that like Blackbeard is two people in wearing a trench coat or something. Wasn't that Blackbeard?
I don't think so. I haven't heard of this theory yet.
Yeah, wait, hold on, chat. There's definitely a theory like this that exists, that like Blackbeard is just like two people.
Blackbeard wearing a trench coat.
Was it not Blackbeard or was it someone else?
2 years ago, Blackbeard theory, he's actually three guys in a skin
Yeah,
suit.
that one.
Is
that
that
one.
it?
Yeah. That one's the one that went viral all over the place. Everyone talked about it. We talked about it. Stop gaslighting me. Yeah, you talked about it a lot. I'm pretty sure you're the one who told me about it.
What?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
It was you. That's just, it sounds like the perfect amount of brain rot too that would come from your side of the internet.
I don't know. This sounds like a certified ParVision theory. I feel you're just pawning it off.
No, you literally Googled it and saw that it wasn't. You said 3 years ago. I didn't even exist 3 years ago.
Par, come on. We both know you're older than 3.
Yeah, but a lot of people think I'm an industry plant. Come on.
Huh. Yeah, no, I haven't seen this theory yet, man, but if you want to prop it up, hey, power to you, brother. I'll be right behind you. I'll be right behind you.
I'm literally not. You're motivating
support.
me. I'm gonna go back to the podcast, guys. Go back. Go look at it. Side definitely.
We have never talked about Blackbeard being two guys in a trench coat.
We talked about the craziest things, and you think that was the craziest one? 100%.
This might be the most wild theory we've talked about. Right next to Scopper, to your theory that Scopper Gavin's gonna say all according to plan when we arrive at Laugh
Wait,
Tale.
that's so wild because I didn't even say that. That's so crazy. The levels to the gaslight is crazy.
I remember that theory of yours. You were like, yeah, when we hit Laugh Tale, Scopper Gavin's gonna be waiting there and saying, all according to plan, because he planned out Luffy's entire journey.
Yeah, because I pronounce his name Scopper Gavin. Yeah, that's how he's not a Pokemon, okay?
The Megapunk. What do we call this guy? I've been calling him Megapunk. But do we have like an actual name for this thing?
Okay, but here's my thing. Why do they have to share a body?
I don't know. There's bodies for everybody. And also, why not just use York's body?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Size certified gooning with us, bro.
I saw somebody comment online. They were like, hey, don't leave me alone in this room. Like, the Vegapunks are better than I am. And I was like, that's so fucking funny.
Bro, no.
I feel the same way, dude.
I literally skipped text when I read this because the moment I saw the lineup of Yorks, I lost it. I lost my shit. I was like, dude, you're joking me. You're talking about good proportions with that next to you, Shaka? What are we talking about?
It would be like a Krispy Kreme donut shop over there. They would all just get glazed.
Bro, and then I skipped it and I said, where they're coming in, blah, blah, blah. And then someone said he skipped it, and so I went back and said, "Let's toss York's spare parts out." And I was like, "Listen, we are dumpster diving. There ain't a dumpster on Egghead that won't be searched. This shit, like, could you imagine, like, how valuable those dumpsters went? The prices, the value, the plastic surgery, like the amount of plastic surgeons put out of business. It's crazy."
Also, it's
Like,
kind of wild, like that. These are the models Vegapunk went for. Like, we were like, oh, like Vegapunk, he could create any body he wants. He created these 6 satellites. But we go to this chapter and we see that line. It's like, no, he didn't just create them. He quadrupled down. He has like an entire line just for them.
yeah. And like none of the ones that he stuck with are optimum. Like not a single, like you cannot tell me that this body is good for inventing, good for thinking, good for moving, good for walking, good for flying, good for like punching. And what Alice can't do her job, none of them can do their jobs. Like why not just go for the York body? It's literally right there. And it's
Oh, wait.
big.
I didn't even notice this. There's like a head we haven't seen before on that line too.
On the right?
Like
Where?
a robot. To the left of Edison's head. And
So,
where they're walking down the hallway.
oh yeah, that on the left and
There's
the
like an
right.
old school up robot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that takes me back to chapter 1067, I believe. Or no, 1076 maybe. Let me double check when it is. 10 I think it's 1076. 10 or 1078 maybe. Like this panel. You guys see this? What, like how is there one of these guys that has Frankie head? Look at this guy has a Frankie head, and then there's like this robot head I think we see in that room. There's also this Edison looking thing, like that literally looks like the silhouette, but like look, these 3 heads, they're manufactured there. And it's like, why not
Mm.
be from this room? Like those could be these. There's a, like right here. Oh, we see the ones. Oh, this is Pythagoras. This is Edison. These are like the square robot heads. But wait, where did the Frankie one come from? Like that one's so random to me. Um, but yeah, like,
Also,
hold on, what are you saying?
the fact that Emu like makes a little appear panel.
Hold on, it's like lagging out a little bit.
Oh yeah, speaking of heads, did we talk? Wait, did you notice
Wait a moment.
like this?
Hold on. Wait, Sai, let's leave and join back.
All right, is it there?
Yep. Wait, did you change
Hello?
shirts? Why is it so laggy?
What's up?
Dang, is it on my? Am I
I,
lagging
I
for
think
you?
I think that's my end. I think that's
Oh, Cox Internet.
I think so.
Oh no.
But it's me.
Wait, try turning off your video. See if we can just get the audio. Speaking of head, and his network goes bad. Yeah. There's Sai. Sai will probably be back after resetting a little bit. Can Katarina get someone pregnant? Maybe. I've thought about that, Declan. Sai's a robot now. He's being turned into Vegapunk. Yeah, that's the other thing. That's the other thing. We'll obviously talk more with it with Sai when he comes back. But like Lilith can just hear them. So can York. Or like, did they force? Stealth mode seems self-inflicted or self uh, applied. So like, not sure how stealth mode works, but like, do all of them go into stealth mode?
Right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, perfect. All
Okay.
right. What I was gonna say is, when Saturn's dying, you actually see that smiling black face. Did you see that?
The like the little smiley face, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think that's. I feel like that's Emu, dude. Like these are definitely Emu's powers, because that came out of his body.
Yeah, yeah. Like I could definitely agree to that. I think in the scope of my previous emu theories, this all still fits. It's just like the scope of it keeps on amplifying, and I'm excited for that. Also emu as a character, uh
Oh, there's actually two smiling faces.
which one?
There, in the panel where you see that first smiling above it too.
Let's see. So we see this smiling face. So we see this face, and then right here we see a smiley face.
There's one right above the ah. Yeah.
Right above the ah. Where?
So yeah, there's two smiling faces all together.
Wait, I don't see the second one. I see this one right above the ah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Top left. Top left of the ah.
Oh, eyes, mouth. Interesting. Okay. Okay. It's a little hidden by the view, but let me see if I could show. Okay, so this is one smiley face. You guys see that? Right above, right next to my head. And then Sai is saying this one is another one. There's eyes, and then there's a mouth swoop. Interesting. Interesting. Um, but yeah, going back to the Vegapunks, since your internet's gonna cut out, I imagine good time to start wrapping things up, and then we'll get locked into podcast later on. But with the Vegapunks, I guess it's like uh, the they they said the connection's global, and that means Yor can access and Lilith, and they're all accessing it. So like nothing has changed? Question mark.
Yeah, I don't think anything's changed at all.
So like,
I feel like, yeah.
can they just force York? Because we saw Lilith go like, "I'm hungry," and like that would be assuming that like they're not connected to York anymore. But like, if they're all connected, then like
I feel
maybe
like they might
York goes
all
in
just
stealth
have
mode.
like their own private access to
Hmm.
punk records, and they can't like really stop each other. Because like, I mean, the fact that the Megapunk said that, York still has access, and they're not saying like, oh, like we can do this about it though. It makes it sound like they can't really like, do much about that. Which I guess ties back to Vegapunk's dream, right? Everybody having access to punk records.
Yeah.
So I guess it makes sense that they can't like take it away in a sense, especially for like another Vegapunk.
Yeah. The Jam $2 Super says Saturn revealed Emu's name to the vice admirals. Yeah, it is. That is. It is a crazy thing. It's just not contextualized. So like, considering he's a bull spider, they might just think that he's mooing at them. But it could just be his cries, and they could be like, "Oh, that's a weird cry." But yeah, with going back to like the Vegapunk stuff, it's like it's interesting because in a way, Emu and Vegapunk have a similar mechanism of like at distance action. You know what I mean? Like the difference that it's not like Vegapunk can't just like delete York. He can't just do that. But like in a way, they are kind of connected to this like hive mind type of situation. So it's like, um, um, it is interesting. Um, one part is E, the other part is Mu. Yeah, but isn't it like moo? And it's like if they're just seeing a guy dying and burning to heck, like, would you, if you heard some guy, right, in the middle of the road disintegrating, and they were like, do you go, oh, that's somebody's name? You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't necessarily do that, especially
Yeah.
the context that, like, they're just like, they literally just saw him suffocating and then explode. Like, so it's like, you know.
Yeah, and like with that too, like you got to remember that when like emu doesn't even sound like a name right off rip. Like
Yeah.
it probably will get confused with the scream. Like if he said a different name, like Doberman, like that would be a little bit different.
Or
So
Neurona.
just yeah, Neurona, yeah. So like just hearing emu, like I don't know if they'll be able to piece that together.
Yeah.
And then even then, like not a lot of people knew about like the whole emu neurona thing outside of like Ivankov, who I
Yeah.
guess just like learned a bunch of history. So there's
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah, and then at most, like, let's say the Marines, the Nine Admirals, like, there's a history buff there, right? The furthest they go is like, why did he say that random original king? You know what I mean? Like, why did he say that? That's a little weird, right? Because like,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, Sabo literally saw Emu, had the name, and then Ivankov's like, huh, that seems suspicious. And like yeah, they put the dots together, but they had a lot more dots than what the vice admirals are getting right now. They're seeing that, to them, they're just seeing a disintegrating old man, like God, sort of. That's supposed to. They don't think that there's anything higher than them. So it is interesting. Growth Songs with $2 super says Garling's son Shiv is the new leader of the Knights. I'm assuming Shanks,
Stab and
Shiv,
Shanks.
haha, that's a good one. I like it. Yeah, Shanks's twin brother Shiv is definitely it'd be cool if like Garling is the grandfather and their dad is Machete. You know, that'd be cool. Machete
Yeah, it's
Figar.
just Danny Trejo.
Yeah, it's just woo, you know.
Yeah, Shiv is a pretty good name. I like Shiv.
Yeah, I like Shiv.
Better than Stabs. I've heard a lot of Stabs recently, but Shiv is the best one.
Stabs.
Yeah. People are like memeing of like, Shanks's brother is named as Stabs or something.
Ah, I got you.
Shanks Stab.
That's fun. That's a fun
Ooh,
one.
Penetrate.
Which one's better, stab or penetrate?
Between those two, Penetrate.
Yeah.
Penetrate for Garling.
Penetrate for Garlic. It's a very crazy name. At least it shortens to like pen, penna, penne.
Ooh,
Ooh,
yeah.
you know. With stab, it's just like stop, tap. You know, tabula. Like I don't know. Red's me name. 13 months ultimate visionary. Thank you so much. A year and a month as an ultimate visionary is crazy. Says it's nice to see the revolutionaries actually making a difference for once. They are ready to move, so we will get to see Dragon actually do something around 2035. That is something I wanted to get to, which was like, Sai, I like going into it once we saw like the revs. I was like, please, for the love of God, don't give us ellipses. And then Dragon opened his mouth, and I was like, like like, what did you think about Dragon this chapter?
He's now sitting alone at a beach side looking at the waves. So it's kind of silly. Um, like it's one of those things, right? Like we're always expecting Dragon to do something. Like, will he do it one day? Is it today? I don't know. Like he said so many times that we have to hurry, we have to do this, we have to do that. And it doesn't help that in that last panel, Dragon looks like a Neanderthal too. Like I don't know like how Oda drew him, but like he just looks like there's not a lot. Like it looks like he's about to discover fire.
Hey, Neanderthals, are said to have higher IQ. It's a misnomer that they were dumber. That's just caveman stuff. But the Neanderthal thing has been linked to, possible higher brain capabilities. Is all I'm saying. Yeah. Just throwing out that out there. It could be that Dragon's a Megamind.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah. I mean, Joy Boy's probably gonna be like more caveman like, right?
Joy Boy?
Yeah.
I don't know. He lived in a advanced society, so maybe not.
What about Nika? Nika was out there in a skirt and
Well, Nika's a
fleece.
god. It's a little bit different.
A smart god.
A smart god?
Yeah.
What makes you say that?
I don't know. He started like he's like the One Piece, like the Sun Warrior guy. Like he did all these things, you know.
I don't know.
Do you think Joy Boy's gonna be dumb?
Joy Boy, no. Well, I feel like he's gonna be like Luffy, but a little bit smarter,
Yeah.
but not dumb.
So here's what I was gonna segue to with this is like Dragon here goes Vegapunk, among those who heed your warning, many will act out of self-interest, not peace. And then he goes, we must hurry and achieve victory for our cause. And I'm like, isn't that the same thing you're saying? Like people are acting out, like that's your self-interest too. And then I kind of like reflected on it theoretically, and everyone was saying like that's a crazy take, and I said it was a hot take, but I was also saying it because like this is like gas for you, where the sense of like when you think about it, there's not a single revolutionary nation that was like liberated that benefited. Like from what we know, they've all come out of it like just as like not like Sorbet Kingdom. We know that they liberated it, and then thereafter they got taken over again twice, right? Or one time again. Like King Bokori came back and they didn't help. They didn't do anything. The stuff was still there. And then like the other one, Lucia, they saved and then it got nuked. But other than that, we don't really know the outcomes of the liberated nations. And so like it's funny because he's like we're our cause is peace, and I'm thinking about it because like that is your perspective, but like very obviously another person's perspective is like, hey bro, you didn't do anything for Goa, you didn't do anything for Sorbet, you didn't do anything for Lucia, like they're all dead. Not dead, but like, you know, not doing better. Baltigo is destroyed. Now Sabo's getting the credit, but Sabo, like they're just cheering because Sabo killed people, killed Cobra. There was 4 nations I think that they failed, but then here's the other part of it too. Like when we talked about this, where the Revs are kind of in the parallel situation of what the world government would have been in the Void Century, where if you were to say like, oh, the Revs have 8 allied kingdoms, well, the world government had 20, and the Revs are fighting a global like hegemonic power that's like controlling everything, whereas the world government was fighting the ancient kingdom that had control over everything. So in a lot of ways, it's more like that Emu and Dragon and the Revs and the world government kind of relate from a Void Century parallel kind of side. And I'm curious what you think about that and like what Dragon does here, because it's weird to me, like you brought it up at the very beginning. Like, why is Dragon out on the coast? Why is he not telling his people this? Why is he hiding this stuff? What is happening in this moment, right? Like,
Maybe everybody's behind him and they can hear every word he's saying. And we just don't see them.
bro, every time we see Dragon with them, everybody huddles around him though. You know what I mean? They're like, "Oh, Dragon." Oh, they don't speak, and then we just wait for ellipses. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, he does say we must hurry and achieve victory for our cause. Maybe as like a split personality. He's talking to his other self. The self that accomplishes everything for him.
bro, it's so weird. Like that's why I was like, we better not get ellipses. And then we got this. I was like, all right, ellipses might have been better. Ellipses might have been a little bit better. I like, okay, here's my question, right? Shaka called Dragon before. Now they called Hardis. And now Dragon's here. They heard the message. Does Dragon get a call from the Revs? And like also when they said that we have to rely on our partners, is that the Revs? Who is that? Or is that just Weatheria? Like who are we talking about? And where do they fit in now?
I didn't really think too much about the partners part.
They said we have to
Wait, where do
rely
you
on our
see that again?
partners. Right, so right next to where they called Hardis, on the right of that in
Yeah.
the big double spread, they said we'll just have to leave that to our partners, and it was in regard to with no funds or resources we can't keep inventing either.
The Megapunks. My bad. I thought you were talking about Dragon. So I think their partners could be the Weatheria scientists, or it could even be the Revs too. Like I'm kind of envisioning it to where he maybe gets hardest and then he goes to the Revs. Because right now, like Punk Records is on flotation mode,
Yeah.
so maybe they just need hardest to like steer them away.
Mm, mm, It is interesting. Like, I don't think like I thought that Vegapunk would be here at this to this capacity. You know what I mean? He's literally full capacity here. The only nerf he has, he's just his one body, which like is so weird because he could just have multiple bodies. But like, yeah, his partners. If it's not the Revs, then it's Hardest, and like, what resources do they have that would substantiate like Vegapunk? You know, or is it just Neomads? Does he go to Neomads? Like, but they're not partners, right? So like who is he regarding as partners here? And I guess like the Revs make the most sense. I think it's interesting.
Yeah, I feel like the Revs make the most sense.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, now that we have Gagon in Vegapunk form, we're definitely gonna probably get like a Straw Hat Gagon, right?
Hey, if Wapple shows up to Elbaf, I think so.
Yeah, yeah. So and that's the last thing I want to end on was how many more chapters before Elbaf? Do you think we're gonna stall more? What do you think is gonna be in between?
I think we won't hit Elbaf until October.
So 3 more chapters?
Well, like, okay, I should have clarified. Like, well into October. I think 4 or 5 chapters.
Okay. Okay. So what's gonna happen in between?
Holy Knights, Cross Guild, Impel Down Marines, Sword, all that.
Mm. Garp or like Blackbeard at all?
Oh yeah, Blackbeard in there too. I think we're gonna get updates from all the relevant characters.
Mm. Mm-hmm. If you were to say that there's like a focal point on 2 characters, let's say two characters or factions, what would you choose?
Holy Knights for sure.
Okay.
As far as characters go, I'd say Buggy.
Ooh, Buggy. Okay, okay, okay. Do you think we're gonna get Buggy on Elbaf?
No.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. I was like, I feel like whoever we focus on, we're not gonna get them at Elbaf. They're for after Elbaf. But they're like set up so that they like linger. Um, like like Morgan's is such a huge question mark for me. But like, is he top priority? No. I think you're right on the Holy Knights part, but like I'm confused on like because if we get Holy Knights, I feel like Revs are in the mix too. So then it's like Holy Knights and Revs. And
Like I said, I feel like we'll get everybody really.
yeah, yeah. It's just kind of like because when as an example, in between Egghead, we took a 10 chapter hiatus from chapter 1080 to like 1079 to 1089, where we went from Revs, Sabo Flashback to Reverie, to Hachinosu to Winter's Island. We got all those things. There's a 10 chapter update. And like that's lengthy. That would take us into 2025 by now. So like, right? That would be oh no, it'd be like December. Unless there's breaks.
Yeah.
So but that's hefty and I feel like if we got a 10 chapter break in the middle of Egghead, it like given the scope of what Egghead did, I wouldn't be surprised if we get another 10 chapter like thing where we like lock in on a few factions, whether it be Cross Guild, whether it be Blackbeard, whether it be Morgans, whether it be the Holy Knights. I think Holy Knights revs would be crazy, especially with this intro of like the food shortage thing. Like, what do the barricades look like? Like, what's the scope of the Holy Knights now that Fig Garland is now a Gorosei? Where is Shiv, Shanks's alleged twin brother?
Yeah, shiv or penetrate.
So it is interesting. And then weirdly enough, I feel like we're not gonna get Vegapunk updates during this. We're just gonna leave off on something like this and we're gonna come back to it. And like low key, like an Enel type of vibe where it's like we just like left Enel and then we just like come back. In a lot of ways it's similar too, where it's like Enel got killed, Vegapunk got killed, and then just floated off to the sky with like massive like lore. So is interesting. Let's see. Oh, Mimoji grab the Shonen Jump. That'd be dope. That'd be dope. I'd love that. Usual arc transitions, including update on a full different faction, will be 5 to 8 chapters to get to Elbaf. I'd like that. I'd like that. Just weird that the Gorosei didn't care about the fruit after killing Stella. Why wouldn't it make sure to secure the fruit, give it to scientists they have control over? Yeah, there's some things to be curious about, but like now that we know the scope of Vegapunk's plan is like the entirety of like they all survived. Like that has to be a part of the plan too. So I'd imagine there's more to the plan, which hopefully we see later on. Definitely someone holding a scythe near Saturn in the shot. From the VA view next to the panel after Saturn's single shot. Let me see. So from the VA's perspective, someone holding a scythe. Do you see this, Sai?
Oh, I do not see it now.
I don't believe I see it either. Yeah, I don't see it, but sites are cool. Sites are cool.
Maybe he's referring to the smiling faces we talked about earlier.
Yeah, it could be that. Let me just double check that we got through all the super chats. Otherwise, we can close out the stream at a healthy 3-hour 44. Yep. All right, so we cleared all the super chats. 3-hour 45 minutes in. Yeah, I mean we'll talk more on the podcast. It's still like we talked a lot about the chapter. There's still way more to cover.
Oh yeah, this is a great chapter, man. Like I said, it's straight up 11 out of 10.
Yeah. 11 out of 10 I think is accurate because it's like my theories, but then also like ending points that we had discussed from Vegapunk. Like though there are more questions about Vegapunk and Emu and Saturn and all this stuff, there's progression. I think like that's a huge thing where it's like a lot of the things like, well, if this stuff doesn't happen, then that would make all this stuff weird. Like for example, that whole plot point of like, oh, we could look however we want. We have like organs. We have all the stuff. We could build a new body. Well, now we finally made good on that, right? There it is. And then with like Saturn, all the things that he done. Now that we know the whole Emeth 200 years ago, that's something we talked about, and that's why we were like, yo, that's a little weird. And then boom, Oda proved why it was a little weird. It was weird because Saturn was the one who said all that stuff to essentially undermine the world government. And so then that leads into the immediate execution of him and replacement, all of which is stuff was like, is it possible? How did the Gorosei work? And we got progression on that. Now we have a lot more questions, and it's like really well done. I think the pacing of this chapter was crazy. I think the amount of information that this chapter gave is crazy. I think the level of the amount that we can expect, also not expect, but like think about, is also wild too. A lot of discussions, a lot of amazing conversations too. So With that being said, I think it's a good time to tap out. I think it's time to hold off, preserve this voice. I do have to record later tonight. And then me and Sai have the podcast. Guys, expect at least 2 videos this weekend. I'm gonna be jumping back into it. This month is a good. Pray that we don't get any hiccups in the road. But Par, by the way, you were looking mighty dapper at the reception. Thank you, babe Pluto. Thank you. Yeah. He's referring to something I mentioned at the very beginning where I live streamed a wedding on my other channel. But yeah. All the wedding stuff, all the life events are now simmered down, and now I can just it's me and Sai time. I feel like during this 2 weeks I was like telling
The honeymoon time.
yeah. I feel like me and Sai, we were missing each other a little too much, you know. So that being said, we'll get sick of each other very soon. Yep, it is theory time, Cookie Ninja. Also seeing your name reminds me I gotta message my Google partner to get that check mark. Big thing. We will do 100K stream sometime this month. Now that I'm finally settled back in, I will look to schedule that. I have the packaging from YouTube for the special thing. I didn't open it yet. Neither did I open the package from the mods. Shouts out in the community. We'll do some big celebration. I got the edit from the One Piece celebration, the Anime NYC. A bunch of videos, a bunch of conversations. Thank you, Sai, for tuning in to the Milky Way stream, and thank you guys listening.
The knock-up stream.
Yeah, for listening to the knock-up stream where Oda knocks us up every week. And now for 1,125 chapters, we are perpetually impregnated. This is a family-friendly stream, and that's only one way that a family could be made. It is with the power of community. Yay.
Hooray.
Yeah, so see you guys next week on 11. There's no break, right?
No break.
All right, cool. So yeah, 11:26, we are here. We are good. We will see you guys. Have a good one. See you guys soon. Stay healthy. Get lunch, get dinner, get sleep.